That's directing, Spurgeon. That's directing.
I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown, the weekly. I am here with your 4 favorite Mexicans. Well, 1 Latinx. 3 favorite Mexicans,
4 of us here,
and 1 white guy. Together, we bring you an epic episode every week filled with adventure, joy, and drama-filled conversations.
Choose your own
Yo soy
adventure.
Esteban Garcia III, El Champs. I am here with my redheaded sister, Jeff Lozano, the artist known as Splurjo, and BJ Barry Jasbera. Así es el pedo, bro. As always, our episodes are brought to you by the wonderful people at... Ooh, let me see what BJ's got. Tribal. All right. Tribal Streetwear since 1989, dude. The Tribal click for all the things you do. Tribal is there for you. I'm not just a fucking pretty face. I'm
Try to take that off
How
right
do
now.
I get a ring?
See if you can slip that off.
Damn.
I talked to Bobby.
I can't, dude.
Sausage fingers today.
Look at
right, dude?
Look at, okay.
He had a great Father's Day, okay?
Look
The
at-
fuck kind of
I don't
sodium
really-
intake did you have?
A lot. And we'll get into that. My fingers are usually, they're not fat even now, but right here, like on my knuckle, está grueso esa madre, bro.
Damn, dude, if you fucking like break your finger, that
fuck,
thing.
dude.
Look at that.
Hey, get my show. Look at
I got the wide knuckles, but I
You got the white knuckles, perro. All
only
right,
when I'm
guys.
scared.
What's going on? What's good in the neighborhood? What have we been doing? Let's start with you, Splurjo. How about a little Cactus Baby update, brother?
Yeah, dude, we just filmed the promo to Cactus Baby, and I had so it's like a proof of concept is what it's called. So now that I filmed this, I'm gonna try to talk to like a big movie company to
It's
try
time
to
to
like,
shop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shop it.
Is it called the trailer, like a sizzle reel? Like it's a quick hitter, like kind of going over everything?
I think they call it a proof of concept.
Oh, you
Proof of
said that.
concept.
Like, he got
Yeah.
the concept, now he's got proof.
Fuck.
Yeah. So we'll
It's
see.
real now.
It's a long shot.
Hey,
I mean,
it's-
But how
Why?
does that work though?
but-
That it's a proof of concept. The movie's gonna get done. It's about having it picked up by
Well,
by a big
I want real
organization.
funding because I want like an animatronic little puppet like Baby Yoda
Ooh.
or Gremlins, you know what I mean? And so that
CGI,
shit's
dog.
like hella expensive. I know, but I don't want to do
can't?
CGI. I
It's
want to
not
like
your
hold
vision.
a little
It's
puppet.
not your
Remember the movie Ghoulies where those little monsters would come out of the toilet? That was
No,
sick.
I don't remember.
You don't
remember
think
that?
Goonies?
Ghoulies?
No, Goonies.
No.
He said Ghoulies, and I don't
Ghoulies,
think I
bro. It was a
remember
little
that.
pinchy monstro, and it had like some like jagged teeth. Estaba pelón, looked slimy, and they
Oh,
came out of
dude,
the
I
toilet.
gotta check that out.
bro. Like a producer Barry, look it up.
There's a
So you
big,
want an
there's a big
animatronic
puppet
thing.
community in
Animatronic,
San Diego that could probably help you with that.
Oh,
Look at
really?
the San Diego Puppet Guild.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
They
Nerd
exist?
shit, but
Not just a
it's-
pretty face.
Puppet Guild sounds like they have meetups and they do kinky stuff.
Puppet
Those
Guild.
are furries.
Furries.
Yeah,
Furries.
furries.
Friends of the
Very
show.
Similar.
Get one of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, do you think we could rent the warehouse out to a furry event? Like, would people be about that life?
Yeah. For
I mean, we got Pokemon events. We got graduation
Combine
parties. We
them
got birthdays.
both.
That's the guy I'm talking
Oh,
about.
dude, I do
Oh,
remember
yeah, he's
that,
cute.
man.
Friend of the show right there. Looks like Gupta, bro. Looks like Gupta.
Add some needles, you got a cactus.
That way
baby
he's
right
dressed
there.
like Steve Urkel.
Stefan or Cal. Hey, fool, that looks like Gupta straight up. I'm going to fucking splice that a little later, dude.
Hey, now that you're a
Goopties.
director, dude, and you're going through that whole thing, you
Yeah.
said you wanted an animatronic. You don't want to fuck with CGI. Is
Right.
this your vision? Like, what are your non-negotiables since you've been working on this?
Animatronics. I want it to look like 1980s, a little bit campy.
Mm.
And it's about border issues, and it's like a satire comedy. And so I want to pick my actors. I want to pick my cinematographer, and I want some animatronics. So
Boy, did you pick the right time to fucking create a movie about border politics, bro.
I know, but I'm not trying to make it political. It's supposed to be just like a fun movie everyone could enjoy. But there's like some subtext there.
Right, left
obvi-
interpretation.
Yeah,
Kind of
so
like,
I don't want to be too heavy-handed. People want to go to the movies to have fun, you know. They
Who are
don't
some
want-
of your favorite directors or screenwriters or you know, people in the industry that you kind of look to and appreciate their
Paul
style?
Thomas Anderson. You ever
Okay.
heard of that
No,
dude?
no, no.
He did There Will Be Blood.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Have you ever
yeah,
seen that
yeah,
one?
yeah. I
Daniel
didn't see it, but-
Day-Lewis. Wow.
Method
What a-
actor. Big
Yeah,
ups.
One of the
crazy.
best films
Yeah, he was
of
in
all
Gangs
time.
and You're friends of the show.
Friends, big ups.
Yeah. Coen Brothers. You
Okay.
familiar with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Coen
for
Brothers?
sure.
They did
Yeah.
No Country for
Yep,
Old Man,
yep. That's a great
Raising
fucking
Arizona. Of course, Steven Spielberg, because I grew up on E.T., Indiana Jones. I wish my movies could look like that.
Bro,
Like,
I've never watched Indiana Jones. Any of them.
God.
Is that, are they good? Never have.
It's
yeah.
yeah. What's your favorite one? Favorite
Indiana Jones?
Indiana
Crystal
Jones,
Skull,
Oh, the Temple of Doom. The Temple of Doom.
Which one?
No, not Crystal Skull. Temple of Doom is the classic.
That's
Dude. That's
like
got the
Shia
melts
LaBeouf.
and everything. Like,
What's some of your most influential, or the movies that you've watched the most?
The
Throughout?
most?
Yeah.
I've watched Scarface 227 times.
That's how many times he says
Wow.
that.
Yeah, dude. No, that's 182. I've watched it over 220 times.
It's amazing,
Scarface, Godfather 1 and 2 are up there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm very typecast. I like
Oh,
those
that's
kinds
cool.
of movies. I like Y Tu Mamá También.
That movie's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Very influential to
Yeah.
me.
It
Y Tu
should be.
Mamá
It's-
También
it's-
is like,
yeah, it's a
like
good movie.
it's a little poetic for you,
Very
though,
much so.
dude.
For me, what am I,
Yeah.
a knuckle dragger, dude? What the fuck am I just drew?
The man of class and taste.
I love all of the Gael Garcia Bernal flicks. Like I feel like he was one of my favorite actors. You know,
Amores
Yeah.
Perros.
Amores Perros, El Crimen del Padre Amaro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good one. The
okay.
fucking when he was on the motorcycle diaries, bro. That one was a
Ooh,
sick
that
ass
was-
movie.
But I heard Che Guevara was a little bit questionable character,
He was. Indeed
right?
he was,
I mean,
bro.
whatever. When he was young, everybody was cool when they were young.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Because you remember
definitely-
he swam to the island and then he saved some people with leprosy or something like that.
How damn he
Yeah.
did that? I didn't know. I didn't know he
it
did
was
that.
in the movie. I don't know if that was really happened. But.
Gael Garcia Bernal, hate on me all you want. Leo DiCaprio, bro. I like how he
Basketball
gets down,
Diaries.
dude. He's
Like a
great
lot of
actor.
diaries.
He's a
The
great
Revenant.
actor, dude.
What was the best Leo movie?
For me, What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Oh,
yeah, I
do you have
enjoyed-
an impersonation?
No. That was me growing up, pretty
He
much.
said that real like at least once a week.
It's based on.
Imagine the gas tank, boom, boom.
boom. Yeah, like fucking The Departed. He got down.
Hey,
with
The Departed was-
He
yeah.
got down.
I
with
felt
The
that.
Departed. A ver, tú, pinche Little Red, Nas X, go. What are some of your favorite actors or movies you watch?
I don't know, man. I don't really have like an actor where I'm like, oh my God, I just have to watch everything he's in or everything that she's in. I like a bunch of films. I like a bunch of movies.
What
I
movie have you
can't
seen
say
the
that I've
most?
seen a movie at nauseum, like on repeat,
What, wait?
on repeat, on repeat. If I've
Brokeback
seen
Mountain.
a fantastic film.
I mean, you brought
Look at
the
he's got
fucking
the-
wardrobe. Dude.
look at this. Look at this.
Look at
so
this
cool.
little thing
Look
over
at
there. You
this.
see this little hat over here, cowboy?
You know what movie I really enjoyed?
I-
And I've watched it multiple times? Casino Royale
Oh,
with Daniel Craig.
Never seen it.
That
Never seen it.
007 flick is.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I've
it's a
seen
fucking fantastic.
I've never seen any
film.
007 or James Bond movies at all.
Yeah.
well, you're about to watch The Rock with us. So
We're about to. When the hell is that happening, dude? Is
Right
that
after the
ever
walk.
happening? Can we do that on Monday?
we're gonna walk. We're gonna rock.
Can we do that on Monday?
Sure.
Let's do that. I want to
Let's
knock
do it.
that one out of the way so we can start watching some other movies, bro. I'm just saying.
The Dark Knight. I like that movie.
Big
Oh,
ups,
yeah.
Dark Knight.
The
I like
Christopher
that.
Nolan.
I thought
directed
that
it.
was the best, not only Batman film. Well, I will say it's my favorite Batman film, but like any superhero universe movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
Christian Bale was the best Batman?
I think he was.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a
I've
good
only
Batman.
seen one Batman movie. Then it's The Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
You
that's
haven't
the
seen
only-
it?
Nah.
Ben Affleck? You don't fuck with Ben Affleck as Batman?
Flick.
Nah, but not as Batman. I don't think I've ever
He
seen
was the
it.
first person to play Batman that actually like read Batman. Like Ben Affleck's a big comic book nerd. So
Well,
like,
he was Superman
he was,
too, que no?
No, he was just Batman.
Oh,
he was
okay.
Batman versus Superman, but he was like butthurt about that material because he's like, why do I get the Batman that sucks?
No.
Michael
He
Keaton
didn't
was
say
a good
that.
Batman. But I don't know if Michael Keaton was a good Batman or Jack Nicholson was fantastic.
Sick-ass
They were all
Joker.
good. They were all good. Every Batman had their
Batman
strengths.
Returns was a cool,
Jim
like
Val
Carrey?
Tim
Kilmer
Burton.
gets shit on as Batman, but I think he played Batman and Bruce Wayne equally well. Like everybody was a good Batman or a good Bruce
Wait a
Wayne.
minute, was he-
Michael Keaton? Good Batman, kind of a shitty Bruce Wayne.
Better Beetlejuice.
George Clooney, great Bruce Wayne, shitty Batman.
George Clooney
Yeah,
was a
but
Batman.
that's when Batman got
with
into that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Well, that was the Batman that got really silly.
He had nipples.
Well, he had nipples, right?
It was really silly.
Yeah.
It got into like the weird, like Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face.
No, that was
Jim
Val Kilmer.
Carrey. Jim
That
Carrey
was-
was the
okay,
Riddler.
well,
The
that-
nipples started with Val Kilmer, but he
Yeah.
wore them well.
But the
You
whole
guys are
vibe
geeks,
of
bro.
those.
Hit the nerd button.
Nope. Nope.
There you go.
There we go. Too many buttons now.
But I like Scarface. I like The Godfather. I love all those films.
Yeah.
I think they're fantastic films. There Will Be Blood is one of the best films. I think one of the best performances of an actor
Ever.
ever.
Scary. That guy's
Ever.
scary.
Scary, dude.
Yeah.
I think we need to watch Kids as a group and just kind of break that shit down.
That shit was fucking.
Man, that must be super awkward to see it as an old guy, though.
Yeah.
As
I'm
a
an
young
old head.
guy, I enjoyed watching
Yeah.
it.
You
a
get
lot.
put on like a watch list or something. You
Yeah,
watch that.
bro. There's like some.
Casper.
Yeah.
Pinchy Casper was
It's okay,
problematic,
Casper.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Casper was problematic, dude. You know what else is problematic?
What?
the state of affairs in our country right now, dog.
Oof.
What's going on, Steven? I don't know. What's going on? I haven't been paying attention to the
Were
mass
any of
media.
you were any of you able to go out to the No Kings parade?
No. I didn't want to take my kids to that.
They had a family friendly one.
Oh, they did?
They did. Yeah, and I correct me if I'm wrong. Your wife and your child were out there, Beej?
They were at the one downtown. They dropped me off at Tipsy Crow because I played, what was it, like 2 to 5 that day? So I saw everybody walking by and like, woo, out the window kind of shit. But then they went down to where, what is it called? The waterfront park?
Yeah.
Where like the big meetup was. And yeah, they were handing out waters and signs. Like obviously they couldn't walk with Pete, but like Fernanda, her mom, Pete, they were all down there and it was peaceful. Like you could take a kid
Big
to that.
ups San Diego for keeping it classy,
It was
like
so
we
nice
usually
to see
do.
that.
Yeah,
That was so nice to see.
I had people from the coppers that would hit me up, and they were like, "Hey, just be careful. This might go on. This might pop off. La la woo woo." Nothing happened, dog.
Bro,
Nothing happened in San Diego.
Just a lot of support.
That was a great example of how to do that. I mean, I thought like I didn't take my children just because honestly, who knows? Like I was in that, who knows? It's a very, very, very touchy subject, and there's a pressure cooker component where I don't know what's going to pop off at any given time. And honestly, I just didn't want to take the risk. I talked to my oldest daughter about it.
Look at that.
I explained to her what they were doing.
Yeah.
I explained to her why it's important, but I just didn't take them over and put them into a situation where I didn't know where it was going to go. But now looking at all the footage, now hearing that nothing violent happened and nothing popped off, it was such a sigh of relief. I love it. I love everything about it.
It looks like a sea of San Diegans, though, bro. Look at all those people down there. That's
was insane.
crazy.
It was
Dude,
powerful.
you were there though, Barry?
Yeah, I was right on the edge of F and Fifth.
How was it?
What'd
How
your
did it
sign
feel?
say?
My sign said tips because I was playing music. But
I said, "Fuck you, Peyton."
yeah, no, it was a lot of fucking people, like, because they started, I think, at the convention center and walked down to Waterfront or something like that.
Okay.
But like that's where like the gathering was, and that's where you see like the big pictures of like the huge crowds and stuff. But yeah, it was like super respectful way to do it. They would stop at the red lights. The cops were, moving with the people and like making sure everybody was safe. Like there was no like,
Dude,
fuck you pigs, or like everybody was super respectful, making their voices heard, shaking their signs, doing their thing. But like there was no fucking like, there was no element of like, oh shit, this is gonna pop off.
it's kind of weird how that whole hive mind kind of kicks into play where you go, hey, let's not do anything stupid and let's not get fucking pepper sprayed or gas, and just everybody is kind of on the same page. They're still able to convey a message. They're making their signs that have exactly what their thoughts on the matter is, but no one's getting violent, no one's getting crazy. And then at the end of it, you wake up the next day going like, we did something cool.
I feel like San Diegans do it well. I've seen it a few times now, like being a part of downtown. I see a lot of the movements and the walks and the marches, and every time it's like you see it in other places where like there's that element of like, oh shit, something is going to happen. But here
LA
it's
just kind of prep people for things how they could potentially go wrong. And I feel like over preparation on San Diego's part from leadership and everyone involved in making sure nothing goes crazy. They did a good job, bro. They did a good job.
I know that there was a multitude of different marches happening all around the United States. Did any of them get crazy?
Wait, yeah, I was reading.
I didn't pay attention.
I was
honestly.
reading that one in Minnesota. Am I tripping? In Minnesota, I believe.
yeah, one of the like Midwest states, they've declared a state of emergency now.
Yeah, right now, currently.
I think when it was going on, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
yeah.
so it was getting bad.
Utah was bad. I heard Salt Lake City was bad. I heard some of the stuff that went down over
booze
there.
either.
Yeah, no booze or very low level.
Salt Lake
booze.
City.
Seaway.
I didn't know there was Mexicans out there.
I have
they're
family.
everywhere.
I have family up there. There's Mexicans up there, dude.
Oh,
We're
they're
everywhere. We are
We're
everywhere,
everywhere.
bro. We are everywhere. So hey,
We're taking over.
these motherfuckers are gonna
Just
have
kidding.
their hands
We're not
full.
taking over, guys.
No, we are.
We're not
dog.
dangerous.
We're not the minority
we
anymore.
gotta pretend that we're not gonna bother nobody.
Fuck them. We are.
All right, we're taking over
We're
the
taking
fucking
over,
country,
dude. We got
baby.
directors. we got we got business owners, bro. We're doing the thing, and it's just a matter of we got to stand up for what it is.
Well, here's a question though. What's next? As far
That's
as
what I'm saying.
what's next? There is this massive outcry and everybody is obviously on the same page. They don't like this. They don't like what's happening. No one's agreeing with it. And now we got a peaceful we have peaceful protests and stuff. I don't know. I was talking to my neighbor this morning about it because he was there, and I go like, all right, well then what's next?
Yeah.
Like this is a serious question.
Overall.
Yeah.
Overall what?
How does this start to really gain more momentum and create change?
Yeah. Immigration reform.
That's my thing.
Immigration reform. I mean, it's
hold politicians accountable for not doing immigration reform.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because if someone's been here for 5 years working hard, hasn't committed no fucking crime, they worked hard to get across, illegally, whatever, but they've been here for a long time. They contributed. Let's have a pathway for them to be able to be here legally, especially if there's families.
Well, there is
involved.
a system.
They shit the bed because initially they said we are only going after criminals, and then that
was bullshit,
and that was straight up bullshit, bro. That was a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of message because we saw first fucking hand who they were going after, bro. They were going after.
If you're a Christian, you should have empathy for people because a lot of people that are like really conservative are like, well, they're committing a crime. It's like, come on, dog. Like, there's so many things that are illegal, but they're morally okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, I mean,
what you're saying.
Yeah. So we got to make sure that we have empathy for our fellow men. And, if you see a family get broken up, can't be like, well, you're here illegal, fuck off. It's
but
like,
there were fools like that, dude.
Yeah.
There's
People like
motherfuckers out there
shit,
doing
dude. That's so
shit,
weird, bro. Like,
Well, and they were implementing
And some of them look like
some
us.
shady maneuvers. They were implementing these shady maneuvers where to quote unquote technically make it legal, they were like in the court systems when they were leaving for their hearings.
Yeah.
And they were just being plucked away by ICE. That was technically in a weird squirrely way legal, but they were being
preaching that
super
you want
fucking
people to
shady
do it
about
the right way, and here are people following the process to do it the right way, and they're still getting
Exactly.
scooped up, bro.
And even if you're a Trump supporter, you should be able to criticize your team or whatever.
Oh,
the
no,
fuck.
bro,
Like,
it's-
come on,
yeah,
bro.
right.
Like, that's just kind of fucked
Yeah,
up, bro.
right. Those motherfuckers are under a spell, dog.
Diehards, huh?
Super
Diehards.
duper. The one
But,
thing that gets me butthurt the most is when motherfuckers look like us and you see them like talking down motherfuckers that are in our position, like people who are first generation, or
First generation.
you know what I'm saying, or even illegal immigrants, or an immigrant in general. And it's just like it's on Latinos, bro, son Mexicanos, and there's motherfuckers that look like us, and they're just driving by talking shit, like go back, you didn't do it the right way. My family did it the right way, and it's like fucking.
Bro, my
pump the
family.
brakes, bro.
You take anybody whose family member did it the right way, and I guarantee you,
There's no Mexicans here.
almost everybody gets distilled down to somebody who could not or did not do it the right way.
Yeah,
and
for
and
sure.
and this is what kind of gets me sometimes is that everybody likes to, champion that this is a melting pot, and everybody loves to praise the United States for being such an eclectic, country with so much influence and variability and so many different cultures and stuff. And people just love to fly that flag sometimes. And then you see this happen and you go like, wait, where did all of that proud to be inclusive and proud to be a multicultural thing happen? It's just strange. It's kind of like it's a weird position to be in because what made this country really great is the immigration.
Yeah, it's built on the backs of immigrants.
I mean,
bro.
literally.
The other fucking, you were saying waving flags shit. People get so butthurt about Mexicans waving our Mexican flag, dog. Like, why are you so butthurt over that? Yet people
While
in the
holding a
South-
Confederate flag.
while holding a fucking Confederate flag.
Right.
Just the hypocrisy of this whole situation. Está cabrón, bro.
I just think that
You got to look past all of these initial
Right,
layers of bullshit
right.
and be like, what is the root reason?
Right.
Why are you guys really doing this? What is it that you want? And it's
I think that most people think that this is going to be solved by political reform, and I don't know if that's the case. I feel like the political reform has to almost come as a side effect of something else, because right now, like you said, what it really boils down to, what it gets distilled down to is it's a morality issue. It's humanitarianism. You should not do that to people. Not just this kind of person, or not
All
those
kinds
people,
of
or
people,
these
bro.
people. You just shouldn't do it to people.
Yeah.
And when everybody can just be on the same page about like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good starting point, right? And it's funny having conversations with people that are pro Trump or pro the way that ICE is going about these things. You talk to them long enough, you should both come to an understanding that you shouldn't treat people like shit. You shouldn't treat people like dirt. You shouldn't do this to children or families.
For sure.
And
But
if you
my
can't
brother
get-
got
if you can't come to
deported
that
during the
agreement,
Biden administration.
go ahead. That's another
and
thing.
Nobody protested when my brother got deported. That was during the Biden administration. No one gave a fuck.
Well, you know that that administration was also doing a lot of atrocious things to immigrants.
That's my whole thing is like,
breaking
we gotta
news, bro. All fucking administrations are
politicians are
tainted.
bastards.
All fucking government is a little.
I think I read that in
That's all I'm saying,
2024,
bro.
Biden was in the Biden administration. 2024, they were deporting. I think it was something like 750 immigrants per day.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I just want people to hold on to this rage because you know what? Donald Trump will not be around forever. And it's great that he's there causing everybody to look at everything and see how fucked up and stupid the system is. But people need to wake the fuck up and see that it's not just one guy as the problem. It's the whole fucking system.
Yeah.
It's been the whole system for a long fucking time. It's going to stay the system.
Dude,
don't drop this. Stick on it until the system changes because the guy will change. The system will not.
Obama's administration deported the most immigrants in their
Yeah.
tenure as a president, bro.
Agreed.
It's just, you gotta truly look deeper than what it is. I get it. Everyone hates the Cheeto, bro. I understand. Why wouldn't you? He's doing things. He's doing things that are very fucking anti-humanitarian and controversial, and just raising a stir, almost like legitimately poking the bear just to see what happens, and he's agitating everyone to get to that level. It's crazy,
and
bro.
causing division amongst people more than ever. You know what I mean?
Está cabrón, bro.
Yeah.
It's a crazy time right now in the U.S. It's a crazy time in the world, bro. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of and yet at some point you got to take a seat and be like, how much of this is a distraction to this? How much of this is a distraction to that?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck, bro.
Well, what I tell my kids too is that there's never been a time in history where society was like, you know what? Everything's fucking chill. It's never happened. So you got to make sure you check yourself in the morning and think, okay, as angry as I am about what's happening in the world, I still got to be grateful for being alive, grateful that my immediate family's healthy and that I have some friends around me, and make sure you start your day with that positive mentality. That way you're able to show love to your fellow man. And then, of course, sprinkle a little bit of protest in there too, you know what I'm saying? But if all day you're just fucking angry because of the state of the world, I don't think that's healthy for society in general.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the director of Cactus Baby, Sergio Splurjo Hernandez.
That was-
El Vato, dude. Hey, when you win that award, bro, when you win that fucking Academy Award, you better
I'm
come
gonna
out and
bring
be
her
like,
in
you
here,
gotta be
bro.
like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we need to check ourselves daily. Make sure we have balance.
So
Yes.
that's a good point. I agree with everything that you said. When you wake up in the morning and you personally,
Yeah.
what do you do? Do you have any sort of I would call them techniques, but do you have any sort of spiritual habits, psychological habits that you tap into when you need to remember that?
It's usually I'm laying next down to my beautiful, sexy wife.
Get it.
She's scantily clad, dressed, and I look over her and I'm like, how the fuck did I end up being married to this beautiful woman? And I give her a kiss, and then I'm like, what's my son doing? Oh, wake up, and I take him to school. It's just basically, waking up and being grateful for my immediate loved ones, my wife and my kids. You know what I'm saying?
You always been like this, or was there a certain situation or event that happened in your life that woke you up to being like that?
It's happened gradually. When I was in my 20s, I was way more just angry, existential crisis type shit, and thinking the angrier I get, the more I could change the world. And then I don't know when it happened, but at some point I decided okay, I got to show love to people, and they're going to show me love back. And I feel like that's my contribution.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And people that want to protest and be angry, God bless them, dude. There's definitely a need for that. Just like there's need for people to join the military and defend the country and all that type of thing. But it's just, I picked my way of fighting my war, against
I think that's all you can
negativity.
Artistically.
That's it.
Positive mentality.
That's right. PMA, baby.
Chivato, dude.
Yeah.
Get after it.
Oh yeah, I seen a documentary about this musician. He's a black dude, and he befriended KKK members.
Go ahead.
He befriended KKK members, and little by little, they'd say, racist shit to him, and they wouldn't be his friend and stuff. And he just kept like, "Hey, what's up, dude? I'm here. I'll support you, blah, blah, help you, whatever." And he befriended each one of these people, and slowly he was able to change, and he collects KKK robes out of all the people that changed their ideology
that are no longer.
He kept showing them love instead of showing them like, oh, you're a racist, fuck you, And so I liked his approach.
He had a grand
that.
dragon give him his hood. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Isn't
bro.
that
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
bro?
So
Daryl Davis,
that
right?
documentary. What was his name?
Daryl Davis. I
Daryl
think.
Davis.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him. He
Big
changed
ups,
my whole
Daryl Davis.
perspective.
Friend of the show.
Big ups.
No, but why is it then? And I get it. people have that natural, innate, knee-jerk reaction to get aggressive, violent, and because it feels so natural to do that against what can seem like this avalanche of
it's easier. It's way easier to be angry than it is to show love, I think. You know,
And it all
we can
depends
do that for your own fucking.
You gotta build
some people
those
are like that with their own kids.
Yeah.
They can't even show their kids love. They're like, "Hey, pichi chamaco," da, 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 da. And that's their way of showing love. Is like being angry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
Some people just had experiences and they're fed up. And this is it. Like, there's only so much you can put into a cup of water or a glass, bro. After a while, it's going to overflow and it's got to come out somehow. And I feel like not everybody is as cool, calm, collected as the people that we roll with.
Oh, most people.
Yeah. Some of these people are, it's like they've been in some shit. They've seen some shit. And now it's like anything that comes, fuck this, I'm all in. And I get it. I can't relate. I can't understand. But by all means, handle it, dog. Handle it. And all of this situation has created a byproduct of different scenarios that have happened. Like right now, the Dodgers are getting shit on. You know, the Dodgers are getting shit on because they're in Los Angeles and they haven't said like one thing to come out and not necessarily support a specific side, but just to say something that's going on, acknowledge it. Like right now, I feel like the residents of LA are kind of like, hey, wait, estos güeyes no van a decir nada. They're not going to say nothing. Like, think about the people who go support the Dodgers. All right. 3 out of 5 people are supporting the Dodgers. It's us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not you and me, fuck the Dodgers. But I mean, just saying, like, they look like us. So they're out there doing their thing. Dodgers have no problem taking fucking immigrants' money. They got no problem, capitalizing on the fandom and the support of their squad by these guys. But at the same time, it's been already put out there that the Dodgers are kind of letting ICE use their parking lot as a space.
That's real? Maybe that's a made-up story.
Maybe that it could be.
I don't know.
It could very well be. Okay, Los Angeles
Nah.
Dodgers officials told Latina artist Neza not to sing the national anthem in Spanish, but she did it anyway. Big
then
ups
got
to her.
banned for life.
But she got
Why?
banned for life,
What?
really?
I think so. I think she
So
got
check this out.
Why,
The
you're not
song
supposed to do
that
that?
she sang
Yeah.
is an official rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, the Spanish version.
commissioned by Roosevelt, right?
So it's not like
No
why can't you do that?
Anyway, that's a fact. Like it's not like she just like picked out a fucking song. Because I believe the young lady is Dominican Republican by fucking background.
That's
but
cool.
She sang this song
pretty sick.
that is sanctioned once upon a time by the government, by the leaders, as a Spanish rendition, and she sang it.
Yeah.
And obviously she got some bad ramifications for it. There's people that are in the
It's
stands.
a patriotic song, though, right?
Indeed, it is. It's the national anthem in Spanish.
What, you can't do that or what?
I guess not. The Dodgers said
Well,
no.
well, it does make sense though if the Dodgers already have been so radio silent that they don't really want their stance, let's say, out there.
Yeah.
Then this could look, because it was an anti-ICE thing, right?
Yeah.
So it could be interpreted, if the Dodgers as an organization allowed this to happen, it could be interpreted that that's their stance. But it's very obvious that they're not taking a stance, whether you agree with it or
They
not.
should be neutral.
They're not
Well, the
taking
security
a stance.
guards apparently have been escorting people out with anti-ICE signs, whatever establishment signs. Like there was a young lady rolling up and down the crowd, and she had no ICE, whatever signs, and they kicked her out of the stadium.
Super peaceful.
Wasn't
Wasn't making
And
what-
I heard she just worked for a concession stand, and she was letting the customers know there wasn't no ice.
dude. Like, yeah,
That's fucked up, dude.
According to NBC News, Neza was not banned.
Okay,
Oh,
she's
she
not
wasn't.
bad.
There's
There you go.
one silver lining to the story.
But was there ice in the Dodgers parking lot?
Yeah, look that one up because I could have sworn I saw that shit.
That's
and here's
crazy.
more things.
That's kinda
I mean,
wild.
I get it when your sports team is victorious and ultimately wins the championship title. You have an opportunity to go to the White House and visit the president and the administration in office.
Is that what they're doing?
And the Dodgers were not reluctant. The Dodgers, they went, they did their thing. Kershaw was up there shaking hands. They're catching flack for that. So it's a whole subject of events, byproducts of the main thing that is happening. There are no reports or information of ICE in the Dodger Stadium parking lot in relation to the Dodgers baseball team and the activities. There it is. Okay.
So that's
People are saying online that they saw eyes. There's that.
I mean,
thing,
there
but
could
people say
definitely
a lot of
be
stuff on the
a
internet.
media cover up, but right, they could be doing a little bit of that.
Yeah, they'd be doing that shit.
Well, now the ramifications and the byproduct of that is that there is Dodger fans that are going to boycott. They're already saying we're going to boycott this team until our team supports our views or at least comes out and says something. I guess people like journalists have been asking players and they're really like, no, we're not saying anything. They asked Dave Roberts, and to his credit, I believe Dave Roberts came out and said, you know what? I don't have all of the information to know exactly. And they shouldn't. They're baseball players, but they're humans. If they truly know that some shit is going on and this, that, and the other, maybe it's their opportunity to speak up. It's going to be interesting. The Padres start a 4-game series with the Dodgers today, Monday. So they'll be going out there. ¿Qué pasa, bro?
I don't know, man. I just think it's strange sometimes when you expect, or not expect, but that you are looking at an organization as a whole that has a multitude of different views, a multitude of different people, political stances, ideas, and philosophies, for them to kind of like conglomerate and then spit out this one kind of take on a very complicated situation that let's not get it twisted. They're in the business of business.
Yeah.
They don't want to say something that's going to make these guys go, no, fuck you guys, we're canceling our season tickets. But then in that same stance, this other half is going to go like, nope, we're going to cancel our season tickets.
Let's take it back further. Let's take it back further. Common knowledge is when the Dodgers came over from Brooklyn, they needed space to create their stadium. And they kicked out communities, Mexican communities, to build Dodger Stadium on there. So, protests and Chavez Ravine and Dodger games go hand in hand. Like every now and then you'll see people pull out the flag and say, whatever, this is our land, blah, blah, blah. And
hey, man, that's what it is.
The Dodgers just kind of like, no.
Hey, that's what it is. That's what it is. The Dodgers have no mandate to take a stance, but they should know that with that comes this other side of it where people are going to boycott.
Yeah, I think individual athletes should be able to have opinions and express them and stuff, but for the most part, stay neutral. But when it's corporate sponsored opinions, that's when it's like, bro, that's
when
whack,
Target
bro.
takes
It's
a
like,
stance on things. It's like, shut up.
It's like when a corporation is telling their players they could only think a certain way and express their feelings if it aligns with their corporate interests. That's when you got to draw the line.
Because they're not doing it for the best reasons. They're doing it financial reasons. As you know, the mighty dollar is forcing, is sticking the dollar up their ass and making them say something. It's
I also see that, like, I know that they're doing it for that reason. But I also see that as an added benefit, let's say, of taking a neutral stance, that you do kind of preserve sports as a place where you suspend politics for a little bit.
Yeah, an escape.
Like ping pong politics or the Olympics or whatever. And you go, hey, you get to participate in this game regardless of what your views are, because this is an opportunity for us to just kind of sit next to somebody who might have a different agenda, but we're still here partaking in one thing today, and it's this thing. And when it's swayed by politics, you lose that.
Agreed.
So I don't know.
Agreed.
I don't know where I was going with that.
It doesn't matter.
What about the best baseball player in the world? Do you think he's political? The Japanese dude?
He's a gambler. I'll tell you that much. My dude likes to fuck. I bet you he has odds on what's going on.
But wasn't that his translator?
Yeah, allegedly his translator.
I'm sure everybody has a stance. I don't know if their
They'll
PR
share it,
their
dude.
PR
They'll
people is going like,
share
hey
it.
man,
He
you
doesn't
should
have an
probably
opinion.
just shut up and play ball.
Actors. People shit on actors so hard whenever they make a political statement or take a political stance. They're like, shut up, dude. Like,
or when
you're
they sing Imagine.
Yeah, like you're just an actor, dog.
Yeah,
You know?
they're just kumbayaing each other and basically virtue signaling. A lot of them are. And I'm not saying that there isn't famous people or athletes that don't have strong opinions, but on those platforms, I don't know if it's wise to voice them or put them out there.
The band Heart. I guess the administration used Barracuda as one of their songs for the 250th anniversary of the Army and Donald Trump's parade for his birthday. And I guess they kind of pushed back and said, don't do that. And they went out and put out a statement. And everyone's like, oh, don't say anything. I've been a fan of you guys forever. And they're like, and? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Well, they used that song Fortunate Son, and that's about draft dodging, and Donald Trump is a notorious draft dodger, so the dude from the band came out and was like,
yeah,
the song is about people like him. What the fuck?
There's a lot of I don't even call it hypocrisy because I just don't think people even know.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be a hypocrite, like have your information and then do exactly what you said you weren't going to do and stuff like that. But I just think that there's a lot of information out there that people just don't even know. And they really do think that they're doing the right thing. And they really do think that they're sending the right message. And they might be. I don't know. But like, for instance, what do you think about the Dodgers visiting the White House under the Trump administration?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
In
give a
all
fuck
honesty, it is what it is. What if the Padres did it? Let's bring it a little closer to home. Let's say the Padres fucking this. They would, bro. You got to think. These guys
Of course they would.
These guys are multimillionaires. Baseball is in the U.S. at least, a very affluent sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes a lot of money to play baseball growing up. It's a very expensive sport. I have 3 boys. They play baseball. I tell you the fucking truth. It's fucking pricey, dog. People on the Padres have already expressed their political views, not by actually verbally showing them, but by a shirt or by a pin or by a gesture. So if the Padres got an opportunity to go to the White House, I assure you, I'm sure they fucking would.
Would you go to the White House?
I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I
would.
I'd be like, fuck it. I want to check this out.
I wouldn't be like, hey, like shaking hands and being a talk like, hey, yeah, where's the Big Macs or what is fucking.
These hors d'oeuvres are so great.
Yeah. But and to the credit of both sides of the fucking aisle, there's players that are all in and do their thing, and there's players that are, I ain't even showing up. It's a no-win situation. If you respect the country and everything, and your goal is to meet the president, by all means, go meet the president. You know, I don't think anyone should get clowned on for that.
Nah.
You know, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about
I hope
that.
the Padres win though, bro. That would suck.
Imagine, dude. Let's go. Would you go to the White House right now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take some mushrooms.
You win a big
I'll take some get
jiu-jitsu
fucked up.
tournament and you get a call.
No,
You
fuck
gotta
that.
call,
The
and
administration.
Mushrooms at the White House might be crazy. You go down the Hall of Presidents.
There's
and all
cocaine.
talk-
Hey, there's perico in the fucking White House, bro.
Snoop Dogg
Why
smoked
do
in the
you think it's
bathroom.
white? Hey, the administration is going to give you a grant
Okay.
to make your movie, Cactus Baby.
They said, we heard about Cactus
We heard
Baby.
about Cactus Baby.
it, and you need
We've
to
kind of
animatronic
put ourselves in a shitty situation. PR wise, we think it would be in our best interest to align with your views on this project.
Wow.
We're willing to give you a $5 million grant for you to create Cactus Baby.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to make it more little leaning to fit the.
Nah, that's where I would draw the line.
Yeah,
Okay.
As long as I have final cut.
Okay.
As long as I have final cut. If Donald Trump says, hey, here's $5 million.
Let me put. I gotta make.
I heard about Cactus Baby. I think it's the coolest fucking little monster that I've ever heard of. I want to see your movie get made.
Real cactus.
I'm
And it's gonna be
fuck
like,
yeah, dude.
But you got to put MAGA in the credits.
Yeah.
Negative.
No,
I
you
wouldn't
can't do
it.
that.
Home
You
Alone
can't
2
do that.
style. You got to put Donald Trump in there for a fucking scene.
Okay. I'd put him in there.
A gruesome
Yeah,
murder
I'd
scene.
put him in there.
Why
no,
not?
a straight up the president of the United States.
Yeah,
like
and
an
all the characters
awe-inspired-
bow
yeah,
down to him
yeah.
or whatever. I wouldn't be able to do that. Dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. That. We'll see, motherfucker. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Okay. I'm waiting for the phone
We have
call.
a letter.
I'll be waiting for the phone call.
Look, in that,
This is Donald Trump from Air Force One.
You're going to prank call me?
Yeah, motherfucker.
would you have him on the show?
Me?
Yeah, let's see. Fucking, you're already throwing hypotheticals out there.
No.
You wouldn't have him on the show.
You wouldn't
now,
have
what
him
would
on
I
the
talk
show?
to him about, bro?
You could criticize
Theo
him, bro.
Von
You could
Theo
ask him
Von.
questions.
You have a golden opportunity
Theo
to talk to
Von.
him, but you know that you wouldn't be able to criticize. It's because you're saying no, and I agree with you, by the way.
I don't
But-
think unless we're like talking shit to each other, like we haven't had anyone on here that we hadn't been able to talk shit to, and that goes from the top to anyone that's been on here.
Okay, but I'm okay. All conditions are met, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But he comes on the show, and
Okay.
you guys can shoot the shit,
You
and it
would
doesn't
have
even
him
have to be
on.
political.
You would
Do
have
you
him
still have him on the show?
Fuck, dude, that's crazy.
Of course.
Yeah?
You have
Of course
to.
he
What do we ask him?
Well, you
Whatever
ask him
you
whatever
want.
the fuck
What
you
would
want,
we ask
but,
him? I think is a better
but
question.
you're gonna get
What
the
do
heat.
we
No,
ask
we're
him?
gonna get the heat no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you didn't ask the hard hitting questions.
Yeah.
And
Softballs.
or you're gonna get people that are gonna say, "How dare you fucking have him on?"
Yeah.
Right. And then you're gonna have the other half the going, "All right, yeah, bring him on and make sure you roast and make sure that you ask him the hard hit. Make sure you do this." But
President Trump, your wife, her visa expired once upon a time while she was here, based on all the decisions you are currently making in the administration as it relates to immigrants and reform. Would you have deported your wife?
Well, we're gonna make a deal.
You know what I'm saying?
I
there's
think-
questions you could ask. I would probably put them in a. Hey, say, wait,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
even know
no,
Mexicans could put a fucking sentence together.
well, it's a fun thought experiment. But what I guess I'm really trying to get at is like, would you use your platform, whatever, to host Donald Trump? And I don't know. I don't think you shouldn't. I get why you wouldn't.
Let's make it more realistic. Would you bring an ICE representative on the podcast?
Yes.
And then we fucking
absolutely
bring the heat.
Absolutely. Because I don't know. I want to know what the fuck. I really do.
There has to be a level of respect to the president. I get it, just because he's that fucking guy. But if you bring an ICE representative, I feel like you can chop it up more normally.
I mean, I feel like you can
bring me a Mexican ICE agent.
Let's bring a Mexican ICE agent.
Bring me a Guileno, bro. Bring me a Raspalo, dog. Bring me a that right now.
Wait, we bring in your paleta fucking card, dude.
Yeah.
What would you ask him?
We got to make.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah. They won't
like, when did this happen? You guys have been in this role for decades since ICE has become a thing. HSI, todo el pedo. Like, what the hell happened now over the last 5 years that all of a sudden you guys are taking hardworking people from hardworking jobs?
Quotas.
Well, yeah, the fucking right now I suck with the names. I think it's Tom something or Stephen Miller. They went in and they said, okay, no, we need 3,000 people deported every
and that's
fucking
kind of a problem.
Day.
That's
to the point where they've had to fire some of the top dogs in ICE because they weren't able to meet that.
That's a problem.
And I feel like that number is steadily just going to continue to increase and increase.
That's
and
crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy that there's good people that got deported that have committed no crimes.
Zero crimes.
And I've been committing crimes since I was 12 years old.
Allegedly.
Well, let's bring them in.
Put the voice change around for that one.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it again.
I would have been deported
A long time ago.
You added the boo to the dude. I know, but dude, so the quota is a problem because it's kind of like speeding tickets.
Yeah.
You don't want a number to have to be hit with people's lives, dude.
Yeah.
But they're doing that.
Yeah, but here's the problem. The real problem is that it's just people. They're people. And they're people just like you and I that they want to either keep their job, they want to get the job done. I hope that most of them don't actually agree that this is the way it should be done. But there's a quota, and they have to meet that quota as an organization.
Well, check this out, dog.
That's so fucked up.
Check this out. The people that weren't able to meet the quota, they were removed, they were fired, and they're being replaced with people who, I'm going to assume, an educated guess, a hypothesis, that these guys are going to be like-minded to the fucking Stephen Millers and the people who are in charge of these fucking programs and departments. So eventually, you're not just dealing with one tyrannical motherfucker leading that department. Yeah. He's going to have a whole slew of mini tyrants that are going to be having the same fucking view and say, no, 3,000, fuck that. We're going to do 6,000.
They're the Wells Fargo people.
We look
they're
at these issues from a very
done.
San Diego frame of mind, from a very border town frame of mind, but there are people that have never seen San Diego, never been to San Diego, never been to California, like there are people that just, like Steve said, just fucking have that mentality, and they will find them, and those are the people that
they're
are
like, it's like
hitman
hitman mentality, where you go, hey, look, just got to get the job done. I'm here to get the job done.
Bro, I've been going down all the rabbit holes. I've been going down every rabbit hole on this.
What's the weirdest one?
Mario Lopez?
Not yet. We'll get to your boy.
Mario Lopez.
I saw this one, and it was an Asian/Mexican immigrant. And he documented everything he did. He was in contact with, I guess, somebody from Border Patrol or being deported. Like he said, hey, I bought my ticket. I'm going to self-deport. I'm self-deporting. So I'll be gone by such and such date. Here's confirmation I got my fucking ticket. So he had a point of contact within immigration that he was talking to. He was on his way to the airport with his mom, his sister, or somebody, family members. And I guess ICE literally cut him off, stopped him, pulled him out, and made him leave. And he said, dude, but I bought my fucking ticket to go down there. Like, I have a representative that I'm dealing with within the immigration system, and it's already on. He's like, no, we can talk about it, but you got to go. And the guy, the immigration officer, the ICE guy, had his hand on the gun the whole time. He's like, dude, I'm leaving. Yeah. Like, I'm fucking leaving. Like, I'm self-deporting. He's like, no, you got to come with us.
You can't fire me, I quit.
So it's just crazy, bro. Like,
really?
A lot of these stories are crazy. Like, one of my Ya Wëis, if we want to get into the Ya Wëis really quick, the byproduct of these things are people are emboldened. People are fucking getting ramped up. Fucking, you get all the kooks out there that are just coming out and wanting to instigate and fucking poke and prod, and people who are peacefully protesting, which is a whole different pedo, because there's a lot of fucking hired actors out there probably that are out
Provocateurs.
there. Provocateurs, bro. check out the link I sent you on my Ya Wëi, bro. There's this numbnuts that I guess he's over there bragging to people that he's a 2-time convicted felon and he's challenging people to fight him. And he's like a pro-Trump dude, a pro-deportation guy.
80-year-old guy?
No, the other one. Like, put that one on. See if you can click that shit really quick, dude. Put your headset on. You're gonna want to listen to what this guy's saying.
Let me see. This is all we want.
We get slapped. I don't want to fight you. No, yeah, I know, because you're a bitch. Your mama's a bitch, your daddy's a bitch, your grandma's a bitch.
Not the grandma.
A bitch, right here. Y'all see this?
This dude's so bad that the MAGA people are telling him, calm down, calm down.
Named Eduardo Pineda was yelling at a pedestrian and then threatened to knock that person out in the middle of the street. He was also carrying this loaded handgun and is a convicted felon.
I'm already a 2-time convicted felon. You, a bitch. This is all me. What's up?
Back to jail, bro.
I don't want to fight you.
They arrested him.
Calling
I
out
would've fought
strike
him.
3 like
Your
that.
daddy's a bitch, your grandma's
But look
a
at
bitch.
you got a MAGA dude separating him, dude. Like it got that bad. People are just wild. They're emboldened. They're doing their thing.
And that dude was a Trump guy?
Yeah, convicted felon,
what a
2 times
bitch.
over,
I
had a
would've fought
gun on him. Well, yeah, it's because you're fucking splurge, bro.
Yeah,
I would have slapped him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But that's crazy that there's people like that out there.
Yes, bro. So I feel like more than anything, amongst other things that is happening right now, are people like him who feel like a sense of comfort in stepping up and puffing out their chest and being like, you know what? You don't view shit the way I do. Fuck you.
I hate that.
And fuck all of the people that you're with.
There is a massive amount of like that kind of attitude and way of thinking coming out of the woodwork that are being carried by this, I don't know, this idea that it's just going to be allowed by this administration. It's kind of like, it's, you know, when you have people like that, they're just waiting for an opportunity in their fucked up head to let that mindset spill out. And that's what he's doing. And he's just a dummy. And we should be going after guys like that, not after guys like, not after, you know,
farm workers.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I like what Barry was saying. It's like, if you're going to get anything out of all of this, it should be this reality check. Look in the mirror and go, okay, this is all fucked up.
Yeah.
And this way and that, this color and that color, this side and that side. From a bipartisan standpoint, it's all fucked up.
2 wings of the same bird.
Yeah. If you're extreme on one or the other side, you're an extremist.
Exactly.
Regardless. It doesn't matter if you're left or if you're right. Eventually, on the circle of life, if you're extreme, you're pretty much the same fucking person, dude.
I don't even
You're
like
just-
extreme Doritos.
Yeah. Oh,
I do.
oh,
I
shit.
think they're
So you're a
delicious.
Dorito extremist.
Hey, but there has been a little fucking taking back of initial demands by Trump. He says we're going to put a pause on farm workers. We're going to put a pause
All of a
on
sudden.
restaurant workers. We're going to put a pause on service workers. Why? Because he's realizing, oh shit,
Good.
And how many
this
do
is
they
the
already get,
labor
though?
force of America.
Yeah.
And if I'm taking these motherfuckers away, there is nobody that
Good.
wants to take those jobs.
I think it's a good thing.
It's a great fucking thing. Realize what we have. And we have to, instead of like fucking belittling and creating hell for them and separating families, like be like, no, we got to fucking lift them up.
But do you think that like at the end of this, I do actually think that
When is the end of this? Fuck, dude.
I don't know, but I am a little bit more optimistic in that sense when I see peaceful protests like this popping up all over the United States. I am optimistic that we will get moving in a better direction when it comes to our immigration laws and the way that we handle that. But I don't know if this is I don't know, man. The way I kind of feel in a weird way later, will we look back at the Trump administration and not praise him, not agree with it, but kind of go like, well, I'm glad it went this way because it burst open. And now we're able to see like what he's doing. He's going back on it. Good. Did it need to burst open this way in order for him to see it? Probably not, but this is the way it happened. And now we have A Day Without a Mexican is not just a movie.
Yeah, but it creates a space for like the new savior to come. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
It's
Our
like,
guys
oh,
didn't know
whatever
everything's
the-
good.
Yeah, well, the new person's coming in and they're fucking
Just a little less more
a
extremist.
Mexican guy. It's like, well, for me, the goal is to like focus on policy instead of the identity of the
Agreed.
person that they put on stage for us to like worship. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
need one of us.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need somebody that looks like me just to like fill a space
They
because
can be
he's a
just as
Mexican
shitty.
now.
Yeah.
No,
AI
like
president.
you said, I want somebody that's going to get the job done and is going to fulfill their duty and uphold the oath and be the best person to represent all of us.
A meritocracy.
Yeah,
It
but
should.
está cabrón,
be
bro.
that.
Like Alex Padilla, dog. Did you see that? One of our senators, bro.
I
what
did
happened?
see it.
Bro. So
I heard
Alex
some
Padilla.
dude got in a fight or
Yeah,
something.
well, he didn't even get in a fight. They were holding a meeting, a conference in his office. Alex Padilla, fact check me on this. I don't know if he's Congressman Padilla or if it's Senator Alex Padilla. I want to say Senator. They were holding a conference, the immigration department in his office, and he went in and he had questions, and they didn't let him talk.
Senator
Padilla. And if you get video of that, shows that. Like they show him walking in.
Yeah.
And yet, I have questions. I am Senator Alex Padilla. I want to have a question for such and such. No. They grabbed him. They like hog-tied him. They pushed him around. He's like, hey, hands off, bro. I'm a fucking senator. Like, I'm not. Bro, he was peaceful as fuck. He wasn't doing anything. He literally came with the sound. I have a question. Lo empujaron pa fuera. Lo tiraron al suelo. Sorry, in British. They had him. They grabbed him. They pushed him on the floor. And they started like arresting him. Bro, look at.
That's him.
How fucking, like, he's not intimidating, dude. Like, look at these guys, bro.
And I've seen people in the comments too,
Yeah.
like, well, he just got in there and this is staged. This is this, that, the other thing. It's like, you don't understand. Like, you don't just get into these offices. Like,
Look at-
they
they
know
didn't
who
stop,
he is.
dude.
They know he's
Yeah.
a senator. He's been vetted. He's been checked.
These are his office. This is his building where he operates out of, bro. And look at that.
Yeah, the FBI.
Yeah, bro. Otro pelo. This is a crazy time, bro. Yeah, we can talk shit, laugh about it, but shit's popping off, bro.
They threw him on the floor.
Yeah,
shit
look at
is
that.
popping off. What, is he armed? Look at their fucking, like, no manches, bro.
He's a senator.
No manches, bro. Those are the people who are voted into office to help shape the future of our country, and that's how they're being treated. You will be silenced, you'll shut the fuck up, and you will fall in place. That's a person at that stature. Now imagine people like us on the
we got no
street,
chance.
peacefully falls on deaf ears. They don't give a fuck. If they have an agenda, the agenda will be met, brother.
Jeez.
You want to throw a conspiracy in there, though?
Oh, go ahead.
Conspiracy?
Yeah, no,
There's always a conspiracy.
I just look at you. I feel like you're gonna be like, hey, I think
Fucking, hey,
what if he
conspiracy,
paid those guys?
Eddie Bravo over here,
Well,
homie.
yeah. What if he paid those guys to come in and make
I
the
mean,
show?
I feel like
and-
everything's staged. Everything, like so much of the shit is like,
Like
they put the news
what's the
stories on
global
there.
what's the global save the planet girl Greta something?
Yeah, Greta, Thunberg.
Yeah, and she's been caught like multiple times, like asking to be handcuffed, or they
Oh, really?
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
footage
They
of
just
her.
got her on the way to Gaza right now.
What's up?
They took a boat, her and a bunch of other activist types took a boat to go bring some aid to Gaza, and I think Israel
Yeah,
intercepted
dude, Israel doesn't
them
fuck around, dude.
and was like, they put out a statement like, this is not a fucking, you're not bringing aid. You brought less than a pallet of shit. This is not going to help. This is for Instagram. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you want to talk staged conspiracies?
Let's
Let's
hear
talk
it.
about Iran and Israel, bro.
You think that's staged?
I don't know
Look at-
enough.
How? Let's
I
hear
don't
it.
know enough.
What does it take
I don't know shit
to
about
create a war and to bring the U.S. ultimately to step in and step up and be involved?
Yellow cake.
Dude, they won't. They.
You remember yellow
I
cake?
do remember, yeah, bro. Like, right, fucking Pearl Harbor.
You're saying this is the
you
new
know?
yellow cake.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you don't want to think about that, but so many things have happened that it's like, why wouldn't this be an option? There's a select few people at the top that legitimately pull the strings and operate how they
Well,
want,
then
bro.
the U.S. try to say like, "Oh, we're not involved in that."
Yeah.
But the bombs are U.S. bombs. The financing is U.S. money going to Israel, and then
Yeah, we're already involved.
We're involved.
If this
dude.
was
Like,
baseball,
come on, bro.
the players might not be from the U.S., but the
Yeah.
balls, the bats, and the uniform,
Yeah.
they American as fuck, dog.
not a good look.
They're American as fuck. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And what
'cause-
scares me is when Donald Trump comes out and says, well, we're not going to get involved. And everything
Right.
he said leading up to this point has been the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So it's
And
time
if
to really
Iran
fucking
tries
keep
to
our own
retaliate
Oh, man.
and attack the U.S., guess where they're going to bomb 1st? San Diego.
Why? Why?
Whoa.
Because we got the Navy bases, dude.
Because the Padres are finally
And we
doing
got
good.
the Padres are doing good. They're going to go straight to City Heights.
Fuck SDFC.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Really?
I
what
think-
if they went a little? I'd go to the Capitol before I try any funny business.
As a
here in
symbolic
San
gesture.
With a big Navy base.
Yeah, a symbolic gesture, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like the symbolic gesture has yet to happen in that little skirmish
I
and
mean-
that little kerfuffle.
If I was in Iran, I'd be like, let's look up all the nicknames to all the cities. What's San Diego?
America's finest
city.
Yeah.
That's the first fucking city I'm attacking.
getting
So that's why I'm a little bit nervous.
Well, Reedley, California is America's fruit basket.
There you
Check that
go.
out.
There you go. BJ always with the
getting scared.
Midwest American mentality.
scared.
That's Northern California, 2 hours from Fresno. Get it right.
It's crazy though, bro. Real talk. That's a conspiracy theory, and fuck, there's a lot of crazy things going on over there. They're going tit for tat. Israel starts bombing them and taking out some of the top dogs from Iran's leadership, and Iran says, "Sas, we're coming back at you."
Sas.
It's wild
escalating,
to see.
bro.
I'm getting
It's
stressed
terrifying.
out.
terrifying.
Can we change the subject?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
getting stressed out, bro.
Talk
I'm
about Mario
sweating,
Lopez,
dog.
dog.
That's what I was saying.
Wait,
man. Like, I
what's going on with
over
Mario?
all
I'm gonna
this
get stressed
shit.
out. He's my Slater.
Well, you might not like this then.
Emo Barry is official Slater hater though, dude. Bro.
Good.
I mean,
think.
everybody can
Let's
get
see
it, really. But
Let's see it.
yeah, so recently Mario Lopez was in the headlines again. This is an old video that's been resurfacing, and a lot of people are posting again. But it's during 2024, I think, a UFC event. Well, I'll just show you.
Let's see.
This guy getting checked on the red carpet.
No, I was walking in with my boy Dana White. I didn't even realize I was part of the whole thing. So I'm just, I'm buddies with Dana White. That's my guy.
How's the country doing?
The country as a whole? Damn, you're hitting me with political questions right away. The red carpet.
Are you proud of Joe Biden? Are you proud of the president?
Get out of my face. I got it.
Now,
So
when this-
basically, he thought that he would get away with saying, "No, I walked in with Dana White." Bro,
This was before all the shit that's popping off now, but it's surfacing and people are seeing it, and everybody.
Oh, that's Mario Lopez right behind
Mario
Trump.
Lopez right there,
Yeah.
big smiles.
In UFC with Trump.
Everybody sees that shit and they go, "Oh well, now we gotta call him
Hey,
out."
he's getting the Dodger
He gets-
treatment.
He gets a lot
Yeah.
of lot of flack for being from
Yeah.
San Diego and repping the Dodgers and all that shit, and like it's I would say playful,
Yeah, it's
playful
friendly
jabs
banter.
in the comments, like he sold out, he went to LA, whatever. But if you go to his fucking Instagram right now, anytime he posts something, like he posted a picture of himself as a baby.
No, Mario.
And just
Shitting
on
read
him.
some of these
Mario,
comments.
no, Mario.
Throwback to when you were the son of immigrants. Like everything is
Oh,
used
hey, well,
very
hey, well, that's
charged.
good.
He uses Mexican heritage when it's favorable for him, but doesn't use it to help support his people. Damn. So he's catching shit right now. It's not been a good week for Mario
And
Lopez.
then he comes out and he posts this. It's a video of him on the Golden Girls. This is like after he caught all this flack. Like all of his posts
Great
were getting blown
episode.
up.
Great
And now,
outfit, though. Good outfit.
There might be some like cherry picking of comments in this because I feel like the last few posts got so much shit, and then this one comes out and everything's positive. But then you still see a few in there where it's like, ugh. I don't know. Mario Lopez.
Kid. He was a cute kid.
How do we feel?
I am over this weird glorification of some of these celebrities
Yeah.
and having them be
Yeah.
this big all-seeing eye when it comes to these complex situations. It's Mario Lopez. He's on Entertainment Weekly, dude. Like the guy does taco reviews in LA. I get it. He doesn't have the stance, I don't
which
know.
he also got flag for, dude. He's like, you're out there.
You can't do anything,
Yeah, you're
right?
out there supporting like small Mexican
That's true.
businesses
That's true.
and elevating them and doing this. But
I get
where
it.
are you now when
I
they're
get it.
fucking
I
cleaning,
get it.
shut down and being deported? I'm not
Yeah.
an apologist. I'm not a defender. I'm just like sit back and just watch, bro. It's like this. It's a crazy time.
I got
get
a
that,
soft
though.
spot for Mario Lopez.
Go ahead,
'cause,
brother.
his lizard, Artie, died.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he had a
When?
lizard called Artie. I think it was like, actually, it was on Saved by the Bell.
This fucking guy, dog.
But
You have a
that
soft
shit was
spot for
like,
Albert Clifford, bro. You have a soft spot for AC Slater, there, dog.
I love that show. Fucking love that show.
Where
It's a
were you
great
for the
show.
fucking
It's a
trivia
great
night,
show.
dude?
I know. I
You
missed
should have
it.
been
I
there,
missed it. I
dude.
would've fucking
Damn.
won that shit.
Yo, it's crazy though, bro. Because he's having a bad week. Like I was again. I had a
Hi,
Father's Day was
Mario.
fun. I
Hi,
was just sitting
Mario.
on the couch
Hi,
after we had
Mario.
ate, digesting, doing our thing. We'll get into Father's Day. Scrolling and I saw some lady just roll up on his doorstep, pretty much at the gated community that is, and throw a lawsuit like, "Hey, you've been served. There's a law." It's not been a good week for fucking Mario Lopez, bro. But do you think he cares? Real talk al Chile.
I do. I do
Yeah?
think he
You
cares.
think it bothers him?
Well, his whole, and he's been in the game long enough that I think the sentiment holds true that there's no such thing as bad publicity. I think I think it's helping him, honestly.
Yeah.
Like everybody that's kind of throwing all this
With
his
what
way,
demographic,
he's going
too?
like, all right. Why not?
Oh.
Why wouldn't he be, dude?
That'd be
He's
a
getting
bad look.
attention. They get paid.
Attention
in
is a commodity.
They get paid in attention.
And
Look,
he
we're
does
doing it right now.
jujitsu. He does jujitsu
Yeah.
too. So I should
Purple belt.
I should
Choke him out.
Oh, but I'm a black belt,
Yeah.
but he's a purple belt. But he's a lot bigger than me,
Maybe
stronger
he's a
than
brown
me.
belt. Maybe he's a brown belt now.
He's probably brown. He's definitely brown belt
Yeah.
level for sure.
Okay.
But I should try to like challenge him to a.
How fast do you think
to
you could
a
tap
jiu-jitsu
him?
match.
He
I
did
don't
a
even know
take
if
me
I can
down
tap
for $1
him.
million challenge.
I know he did good though. He
Did he really?
wasn't able to take him
Dude,
down.
Okay, I
guy
didn't
is
see this
sick,
one.
dude.
Okay, I didn't see this one.
This wrestler is sick, man.
Yeah.
I watch
okay,
all
this
of
is
his.
new.
I
Yeah,
watch
this
all
is
of
new.
his.
This is new.
Turn on the sound. Let me hear what the hell's.
But I will give a valiant effort.
All right, I'm excited. Let's do it.
$1,000 if he takes down
Yeah,
this
he ain't
wrestler.
gonna do it, dude. He ain't gonna do it at all.
Oh, I
You'll
did
be
it.
surprised.
Look at that, man.
Nope, he's going easy
You
on
got
him.
some moves, bro.
Oh, he's
That's
going
what I'm
easy
saying.
on
I think
him.
he'd fuck me up.
You think so?
I want to find out. I want to try to fight him.
I think this guy's going easy
Jiu-jitsu
on Mario
match.
Lopez, bro.
Look at this dude.
He's a wily
Look at
motherfucker
that.
for his
Yeah,
50s.
look
Good
at
for
that.
him, bro.
Yeah.
Good for him. Just hey,
Dude, I've seen a lot of this dude. I've seen all of his videos. I think he was going easy on Mario Lopez.
you think he was softballing him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, look at some of the other.
Well, he's
dude's
taking
a
out some
beast.
savages, bro. Like
Who,
some,
Mario?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like some Division 1, like top tier wrestlers
why I think-
ranked.
Yeah, that guy's
and I've
sick.
seen him just throw them around. You're right. Okay, I get
I
it.
don't think he was getting.
There's
that.
no Mario Lopez fucking hate or love here. It's just commentary.
Would you have him on
Yeah.
the show?
Fuck yeah. He's
Hell
a
yeah,
Chula
I'd have
Vista
him on
guy.
a lot faster than a lot of people.
Yeah, first question be like, yo, what's up? Where's the Chula Vista love? But I think he does throw some love. I don't know. We got to find out. We got to get him on. Reach out there.
Yeah, we got to have him on the show.
Reach
Get
out.
him. Get him.
Tell him you're a fan of his
I'll hit him up.
lizard arty.
After Cactus Baby.
Actor Cactus Baby. Yeah, bro.
He's gonna be at your premiere, bro.
Father's Day. Get into something positive, dog.
Yeah.
I'll go Bonita. How was your
Please.
Father's Day?
It's fantastic. Dude.
Shit, that was a draining fucking segment right there, dude.
It's okay. What is this show for? If we're not gonna get
Talk about
go down the
Israel
road.
and Iran. What the
What
fuck?
the
That was
fuck? What
crazy.
So
We don't even wear
ill-qualified,
neckties, dude.
I'm not even wearing
so
socks,
ill-qualified, by the way, to
Talking
talk about this.
politics,
Brought to you by
dude.
Liquid Death.
But you know what, brother? Before we move on to that segment, brother,
He puts on the cowboy hat.
All right, Hulk.
listen, brother. We can talk about whatever the hell we want.
That's
Everyone's
right.
like, hey, well, you guys aren't qualified to talk about that because
We're
you don't know
Americans.
this or that. Dude,
We have a vote.
says who?
Yeah.
Says who?
We can
Says
talk
you?
about it. We might be dumb. It sound ignorant, but we're talking about it. Nice hat.
Thank you, sir.
I like your
I
hat.
think
Who
it looks
gave you
good
that?
on
Who
there.
Who
gave
gave
you
you-
that, bro?
El homeboy, bro, that distressed
Oh,
yours.
gee.
Did you forget his name?
El Prayer.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the
Prayer Moss.
Moss.
OG,
Prayer Moss.
bro. Original good stocks.
Original good
Hey, I
stuff.
like that was my first time meeting him. He's a cool guy.
He blessed you with that new hat.
Yeah,
right
I made
there,
him.
dude. You did.
He blessed you with a new hat.
You kind of fucking tried to fucking armbar him into giving you a new one, and you
I would
submitted
look
him.
really good in a
What's up,
cowboy
Spurs?
hat.
And guess what? Guess who's wearing it?
You know who looks good in 9.5
Guess who's
check?
wearing it? Father's Day was
Someone from
fantastic.
Sussex.
Wait, time out, because he also gave me created. He took the hat off of my head
Distressed it.
and he distressed it.
What do you think of
now
it?
I
Would have been
have
cool if he did it while it was
But-
on
an
your head.
original distressed hat.
The
Yeah.
did it right
distressed
here.
look is for some people. It's not for other people.
Is it for
How
me?
do you feel? I like it.
You
I
like it on me?
you.
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. It looks cool. But you said it was your grandma's hat. And she
My
she
grandma
wore
gave me
it.
the hat, bro.
Oh, he gonna cry in the car.
No, I like it, bro. Look at
Uh-huh.
this shit. He went over this pricing and everything. He gave me a
Oh, really?
$50 hat right now. He turned my hat into $50 plus.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I like it. I like it. In
It's
2
gonna
minutes. 2 minutes.
It's gonna match my Father's Day present of my San Diego Padre pajamas que me regaló mi familia.
Wow.
Hey.
Father of the Year.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what a
telling
Father of the
you.
Year gets.
You want to chill out? Get some Padre pajamas, bro.
And what'd your kids give you?
A hug, a letter. Each one of them, like they have a wifey. Big ups to wifey. She's always holding it down with creativity.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. She gave them each a template on, what I love about my dad. What's his best attribute? This, that, and the other.
He's good at farting.
No, one of them was like he's funny. It's like, thank you guys.
Oh, that's a
he
good
makes
one.
really
Not
good
hilarious.
lasagna.
Someone notices.
He's like, hey, he made real good lasagna. I was like, gracias, mijo. But mostly it's because they think I'm fucking funny. I think I make them ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know what? With laughter, you can cure a lot of ailments, boys. All right,
It's the best medicine, they say.
Some people say it's like a spoonful of sugar.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Hippocrates of fucking comedy.
What'd you get for fucking Father's Day, fool?
Dude, I woke up to a fantastic breakfast that my wife made for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very simple breakfast guy. Sourdough toast, eggs, over easy, bacon. That's it. I'm a Denny's guy.
You strike me as an avocado toast guy, bro. You look like a hipster with your fucking
What? Really? With this fucking hat
your
and my
facial
really?
hair.
Your hipster dart is off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the kids hit me with some bookmarks. I have a fuck ton of dog-eared pages in my book. And I actually don't like doing it.
Reading?
No.
Disrespecting the page.
I listen to my books.
Yeah.
And while I read along. And then they gave me a shit ton of bookmarks, which I'm glad because I needed them, but they made them. So they were like black and white.
Personalized.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
personalized. And then wifey got me a collapsible water bottle. It's like a plastic bag water bottle thing for running because I'm a runner now.
Perdón, el vato's a runner.
I'm a marathon runner now.
Oh shit! How many miles have you ran?
13.1.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Under
That's
2 hours.
Is that okay?
1 hour 57 minutes.
Shit, that's the mark then, huh?
That's my personal.
I can't do that.
Dude, you want me to tell you something real quick, dude? After that marathon, after I run, first off, I hit a pace that I didn't even think I was going to be able to do. But then after that, I just continued to fucking beat my paces, dog.
What are you at
my
now?
5 mile. I did a 5 miler this morning at 7 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah. So that to me is fucking. That's a good pace.
What's the most you ran?
I did the Tough Mudder, and what is that? 13 miles we decided? 11 miles, some shit like that? Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's easier than a marathon, bro, because every half mile, you're doing an obstacle course pretty much. It's like 20-something obstacles and like 11 to 13 miles, and every mile or every half mile, boom, now run through this electric fucking chain link fence. Fucking hold your breath for 5 minutes and go under the fence. Basically, they're enabling me to become a better border hopper, dog.
Yes.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, I'm already on the side.
Border Olympics,
I'm
bro.
already
over
over
gold
here.
medal, dude. I said, yeah, fuck, I'm already here, bro. Like I got grandparents.
Wait, is that the one where if you don't complete the obstacle, you have to do the burpees?
I don't know. I've always completed it, bro.
Look at you.
Fucking, I don't know, bro. I got 2 headbands. I got an orange and a dark orange one, a fluorescent orange one rather, and a fluorescent like lime one. And I did it twice, and on the second one, I fucked up my MCL, and I said, all right, I'm on.
But you did some performance enhancing drugs, though, right?
I did PEDs for sure. What did I do?
Creatine.
No, creatine. It's good for your cognitive. No, I don't think I did anything. As a matter of fact, I just kind of minimal training. A lot of plyometrics. I remember I was doing during that time. I started doing cross training and plyometrics. Not a lot of running, since we kind of looked at it and be like, okay, we're just running like at the most a mile at a time, at the most, and everything else is like quarter mile, half a mile, quarter mile, half a mile. It was fun. I wouldn't do that shit again. I'm fucking 46, bro. I'm done. With that.
We'll do it next year for
But
Father's Day.
I'm kind of down to mess around with doing a half marathon.
He's doing it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm kind of
That's
half
cool.
down. I'm kind of half down.
Dude, I got asthma. I got allergies. I got
Bro, there's
brittle
old ladies doing the half
When my
marathon.
checking account and my savings is set up.
Yeah.
Looks like you have excuses more than anything else, fool. What the fuck, dude?
We got a grip of those.
I don't have enough creatine. I don't.
Shit,
We'll be on the sidelines cheering you on.
You are a top level jujitsu practitioner. What, you don't need your lungs for that? That's like insane.
Yeah, well,
Not when you
it's
win.
all defensive. You know what I'm saying?
Reactionary.
Yeah, reactionary style. That's what I call it.
But anyways, so yeah, that was good. And then we went to have lunch. We ate some sushi. The lady took me to the mall to buy me some nice new denim jeans.
Fuck, are you 14 going back the first day of school, dude?
Hey, and I didn't have to shop in the Husky section. And then some kicks. And then we went to your favorite spot. We went to Panama
Ojos Locos?
66.
Oh, that's Ojos Locos, bro.
Now that's a Father's Day.
Now we went to my favorite spot, dude. Panama 66 in Balboa Park.
Those logos on Father's Day is probably pretty depressing.
Hey, fool. We should have gone just to scope the scene. Who is a dad here on fucking Father's Day at Ojos Locos, bro?
I came for you.
I came for the wings.
You call me daddy. I just thought.
Get on the splurge. How was your Father's Day, brother?
It was good. I worked on my homie's back piece.
All right.
His name's Kevin.
Big ups, Kevin.
Big ups,
Yeah,
Kevin.
dude, he got a big
Nice back.
tiger fighting a dragon.
I saw
saw
that.
it,
Yes.
Huge back. That guy has huge
Great
fucking back,
canvas.
dude. Yeah.
Big back activities.
And then we went to go have my daughter's boyfriend. He cooked some salmon for me, or for us, for the whole family.
Did
and
he
stuff.
catch it, though?
I'm just going to say yeah.
with his bare
with his
hands.
bare hands,
How
bro.
many kids you have, bro?
I got 3 kids. Annalia's 23.
23.
Eli is 20, and Benny's 15.
Another
I
one.
started young.
Yeah?
Started young, dude. Yeah. And then Benny, I think I already told you this, but I caught him as he was being born.
What do you mean
Yeah.
caught him?
Like he's
Well, his mom was,
projected out or what?
yeah, his mom was standing up in the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, we got to get to the fucking
That's
hospital.
beautiful.
And I was like, yeah, let's get to the hospital. And she's like, started screaming, and I was like, oh shit. And then she started crowning as she was standing right there, dude. Yeah, in our bathroom. And then my 2 younger kids woke up. They were standing there watching. I had never had a conversation about how kids are born. And all of a sudden they're watching their mom with a fucking human coming out
Dude,
of
that's
her.
incredible.
That might be the best conversation to have about how babies are born.
Yeah, just show them.
Just show 'em,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
See, what happened was, dude, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and then I had to fucking jump like through there.
Neta.
And caught that fucking kid. I swear.
Yeah?
I swear to God. I caught that fool. He was all slippery, bro.
That is the craziest.
I was fumbling.
The
that.
Heisman.
I expect
swear to God,
nothing
man.
less.
Yeah.
I expect nothing less from the adult version of Benny the Jet Rodriguez
you're
from the
fast.
fucking
Oh, thanks,
Sandlot.
dude.
bro.
Thank you for
Look
not
at
spiking it in
dude.
the end zone.
Yeah, dude. Don't
Blood
icky shuffle.
everywhere. The whole fucking bathroom was covered in blood. And then, he's all slimy and shit. And so, like, I'm fumbling this kid and the umbilical cord breaks right where it's supposed to break,
Damn.
But then he wasn't breathing. He was like gray. Like that little baby was all fucking dead and shit. And then.
Because you got to spank him.
That's what I did. Like my instincts came in. Like,
Shots!
I started hitting him, and then he started crying, and
Good.
it looked like a bloodbath, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
the other
that
two
is
kids,
so
halfway
cool.
through the whole process, my other two kids were seeing what was happening, and they said, "Fuck this shit." They went back to bed. They didn't want to see
Tell
that.
us
It
when
was
he's 12.
crazy, yeah.
Oh man, Dad's spanking again. I gotta get out of here.
Fucking craziest fucking
Yeah.
story. It's so crazy that what you went through is the most natural, organic way of doing it.
It's disgusting.
And we think it's crazy.
It's disgusting.
Yucky.
No one should
Keep
have
it
to
in the
see that.
maternity ward.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And look at us. Just bunch of 3 dudes with vasectomies, bro. Can't go to
I gotta go
bed.
to-
Oh,
Dude,
we
check.
all
My
we're
wife
part of the
reminded
same
me.
community.
We're all the V Club,
Oh,
bro.
wow,
Fuck.
dude, yeah.
Not you, BJ. Not you.
Block me out for this
He's
one.
trying to have another cute kid.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Did your kid win the cutest kid in the world award?
Yeah,
or
where
what
are we
the
with
fuck
that?
happened?
Still in the running. Still in
Ranger
the running.
Rick.
First place still. He is moved on to, I think this is the quarterfinals. What's before semifinals?
Quarterfinals.
So we have
Quarterfinals?
quarterfinals.
Okay.
Then we got the semifinals. And if he loses his first place ranking, then he might be in the running for wild card.
Okay,
But,
I don't want to go back
yeah.
in time, but I just want to let you know Mario Lopez's kid is up for the fucking cutest kid award as well.
Oh,
And
no.
so he made a post about
bro.
Well, my son's not problematic. How about that?
What?
Oh,
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
Fired.
What are you saying,
Daddy's
dude?
problematic. I don't know.
Fuck.
Your little
Read
kid's
the
a brat,
comments.
Mario Lopez.
Add Mario Lopez to the list of Jenny 69 hate, bro. Look at you.
I don't hate Mario
nuisance of a
Lopez.
kid.
The internet does. I just read the comments.
So wait a second. Your kid is in the quarterfinals right now.
Yeah.
And then it's the semis, and then it's the finals.
Yeah.
How do we feel right now?
Confident. Pretty
Yeah?
confident. He's been first like the whole fucking time. I think
Yeah.
he went to
Pretty cute.
second for like 2 days and then back up to first. So he's cute.
You got a cute kid.
Luckily, we got a lot of
Got a
support.
cute
So thank you
fucking
guys
kid,
who are
yeah.
voting. You get a free vote every day. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're double votes.
I've been slacking on that, dude.
Some people have been buying votes, dude. A lot of people
I've been
have
voting for
fucking,
Mario
like,
Lopez's
pitching in,
kid,
so-
dude.
Well, it ain't working.
Yeah.
Fucking Splurge said he would never buy his
I would
way to
never buy a
championship.
vote. Yeah,
dude.
my mom put me in a cute kid competition when I was little.
And look at you now. You
Now
got
he's a
the,
cute adult.
I got 8th place.
Really?
Yeah,
But you got a
eighth.
leading role in Sandlot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
Well, how
true.
many
Yeah.
kids were on this thing? Do you remember? Did she ever tell
There
you?
was 10 of us.
4. It's like 4. It's like, the fuck?
I got 8th place.
Eighth place
8 out
out
of
of
10.
4.
Not bad. The 8th cutest fucking kid.
Hey,
well.
that's not bad, bro. That's not bad. I was a Gerber baby. They used to call me Gerber when I was little.
You
Dude.
still look like a
cute.
Gerber baby.
Thank you. Thank you. I
You
do
got those
my- I do my
cachetes.
best.
Those cachetes.
They've decreased, dickhead. All right? Somebody tried to get under my skin and said, "You haven't gone to the gym enough." And I went in there. I sat in the sauna. I sat in the sauna for a long time.
How many
Who told
siblings
you
you
that?
got?
Lindsay?
Huh?
Lindsay
No,
told
I haven't
you?
gone to the
gone
sauna. I'm scared to go with fucking the prince, bro. I don't want to go.
He's hardcore. He's hardcore.
Oh, we need to get this fucking this walk to Asian bistro so we can crack that
I wanna crack
bottle.
this open.
We want to crack this.
I dare you.
Crack it.
Cranberry.
Here, I got a shot glass. Crack it open.
No.
Right here.
You can do it. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
You won't do it.
I told him we were gonna crack it open with him.
Yeah, we'll
It's
get
his
it.
whiskey. Look at he has no parameters.
He
has-
puts himself in every bottle, so it's kind of like we're drinking it
Yeah.
with him.
He puts
okay.
himself in every bottle.
Yeah, well, look at
Whoa.
what is this? The Long Hairs and Henneberry, homies since 2010. So they got together and they created a straight bourbon whiskey, 90 proof, whiskey sipping, hair whipping, easy does it, partner. Woo! And on the back, it gives you a nice little breakdown of what the Long Hairs do. Actually, you know, since founding 2014, the Long Hairs have evolved to a successful men's grooming beard and community for men with long hair. You can be in that community. So
You
they
have
got
long hair.
together and they created Henneberry, a little whiskey. I say we fucking do it, dog.
Okay, whatever.
Así es pelado. Pour, give me your glass real quick.
I don't have a glass.
It's right there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
And so they focus on long hair or they focus on whiskey?
Well,
can't
now
see
both.
Is it?
I can't
Long
Got
hair.
it?
So they have
see.
they
If I can't see, keep
They have the
moving.
Long Hairs, which is a men's grooming company. They have like
Oh, okay.
products
Right there,
for
right there.
long hairs, beards, all that stuff. But they also have on the side of that the Great Cut, which is an event that happens every 5 years,
Yeah.
where people donate their hair to. It's not Locks of Love, but it's a similar thing where the hair goes off to be donated to children with conditions that they don't have hair. So they make wigs
Right.
for hairs, and they have one Guinness World Record or 2 Guinness World Records.
I think they have
Guinness
one,
World
and they're
Record
trying
holders.
to beat their own.
Yeah, they're trying to beat their own record for the most hair donated. It's like hundreds of
It's
pounds get
incredible.
mailed in, gets cut off at the event. So shout out the long hairs and
Great
the
guys.
great cut.
Yeah, great guys, dude. Hey, man,
Cool.
you
San Diego
you
company?
have long hair. Yeah,
Yes.
San Diego.
Okay,
we were
I'll
on
back
Shark
it.
Tank, dude.
No
Mark
way.
Cuban invested in them. Yeah, so Mark
Oh
Cuban's a
my
part of it.
God, these guys are probably billionaires now.
Nope, but but they have a whiskey and they're fucking rad dudes.
Well, I got the sickest fucking
Dude,
cup
you
ever.
did get the sickest one.
Mine, bro.
Yeah, I'm honored.
All right.
Hold up. All right, hold up.
Lindsay, say a few words for Lindsay.
you want me to say a few
This
words
one's for the
about
Prince.
Big up to the Prince of Darkness. And I ain't talking about Ozzy Osbourne. Big ups to El Prieto. No, El Prieto. El Moreno. And what's
El
that?
Rubio.
El Rubio.
Yeah,
El
bro.
Moreno, bro.
And Distress
We look
Cats.
forward to doing that walk out to fucking Asian Bistro with you. But congratulations on all that you've accomplished with your brand and this collaboration with Henneberry. Saludcita, compa.
Salud.
Salud.
Arriba, abajo, y ya.
Centro, a sexy movimiento.
Let's see what we're
That's
working
Goddamn
really good.
delicious.
That
not
is
bad.
really
That's
fucking
goddamn
good.
delicious.
It's not bad, bro.
That's bourbon.
Oh fuck, that's gonna spiral into some,
A week-long
I gotta
binge?
refrain myself.
Yeah. Do you feel like you drink heavy now?
No.
No?
I have had 2 instances of drinking heavy, of which I realized and remembered that I don't like that.
I
But
accidentally got on a sick one.
When?
oops.
Last Monday, we were at the brewery, had a team meeting, and then I ran into Cesar Fernandez and one of the homies, a new homie.
Big ups, friends of the show.
Yeah, friends of the show. And we're just chopping it up. And mind you, we were at the Elwood that
Yeah.
day, and we had our fucking old fashioned, the weekly old fashioned. You got to join us for a weekly old fashioned someday.
Okay,
bro.
I'm
And-
all about it.
Yeah, I'm happy. And then after that, I went to the meeting. No drinking. Got through the meeting, hung out. Everybody left. Then I ran into the District 4 representative, council member Fernandez. And I said, hey, give me 3 8-ounce pours of Tres Animales. 10.5% beer, but at 8-ounce pours.
Only 8?
Yeah. Boop. Drank it. Chopped it up for a couple more minutes. Give us another one. And then, boom, cheers, salud, big ups.
Another
Poor
one.
Commissioner, woo, Mr. Nájera. Big, we're going to bring him on the show. He's a very powerful man. Drank it. So you know what? Padres are winning. Line up a third one. And I drank it.
Sick.
Wasn't drunk. Wasn't on a sick one yet. As soon as
Well, yeah, you did it all in the span of fucking 4 minutes.
I left. I would live really close to the brewery. I walked home, bro. Literally, as soon as that fresh air hit me in the face, I just felt like anchors were like attached to my ankles, and I'm just dragging them home. Got home. I'm thinking I'm fine. Wifey's like, hey, can you do this? Or put it back. She's wanting me to do dishes and put the fucking frozen turkey away. She took out some turkey to make some food for the kids tomorrow. And I'm just, I crashed out literally like 5 minutes after I got home. And I woke up, and usually I'll get a text from my wife when I go to work, because I still go to work. I'm not a fucking weenie. I go and I do my thing, whatever. And I'm like looking at my phone. I was like, oh, wifey hasn't texted me yet. Fucking 6 o'clock comes around. I was like, this motherfucker hasn't even sent me any reels, any memes, nada way. And then usually, like every morning, I get a plethora of these things, bro. So then it's like 8 o'clock. She's taking the kids to school, and I'm like, hey, where you guys at? What's going on? Nothing. Nobody answered. Left a message. I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, she dropped the kids off already. She's on her way to work. And I'm calling, and then she finally answers. She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, le cayó caca la leche. Bro.
Yep.
You know, you've been there, bro. You've all been there,
I think I was
bro.
there that Monday. That same Monday. I was there.
And I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, that was very inconsiderate of you. Like, we had a lot to do that night with the kids and getting them ready for bed. You left them all on me and blah, blah, blah. Not blah, 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 and like whatever. But I'm like, I knew I fucked up, and I said, I apologize. My intent was not to go and get on that level. It was accidental.
That level got
And
you.
it totally was. Because you know what? Once upon a time, Splurjo, I feel like I could have 3 8-ounce pours of a beer and fucking be tip top.
But that was a
Says
a
the guy
strong
that
beer, though. That was a
consistently
strong
pours
beer.
me 16 ounces of Tres Animales
I
anytime
pour-
I come into fucking 3
I pour
bucks. I've had
BJ, I
4
pour-
of those in a
Yeah.
row, dog.
Yeah, like no fucks, not fucking around. Like BJ will come in with his wifey, and I'll like say, "What do you want to drink?" Surprise me, which and I know he wants me to get him drunk.
Yeah.
so I'm like,
That is not what I want.
Yeah,
I want him to surprise me and just give me a water or something. Like, surprise me and be a good friend.
I'm surprised you give me a fucking Bible.
I'll take a fucking tamarindo fucking arito.
I'm gonna get you a rosary, bitch. So yeah, like I've in the past, I've been able to handle that Lozano, and I talk to you directly because I know that you're a drinker or you're reformed, just like me. You know,
reformed.
And these 3 shots would have been nothing. But it got me, Splurge. It got me, and I had to apologize to wife. He's like, yo, my intent was not that. Honestly, I feel like my level of like taking beer at this level or any drinks, it's completely fucking fallen, bro. My toleration is no longer there.
Yeah.
I can't hang. I can't hang. This, that's it. Like, I'm drinking a lot of water.
He's hammered now.
I drink a lot of. Do you still keep up your water intake?
No.
I do, bro.
No, I do drink a lot more water than I used to, like on an average.
He's more of an output kind of guy.
Yeah, but I don't really drink. I haven't like kept up the water intake, like a gallon of water.
It's supposed
I
to be
haven't
a
done
gallon,
that.
right?
And that's the hardest part.
It's hard as fuck, dude. Hard as fuck. Because here you are, and it's 8 p.m. You're laying in bed, and you got 40 ounces to go. And I'm looking at my canteen. I'm like, oh, la verga. Then I get up. I go walk around the house. I turn it on. I start drinking it. I walk outside. I smoke a joint. I'm like, all right, well, now I'm thirsty. And I drink it. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I can go to sleep. That was the hardest part of the fucking challenge we did.
Yeah,
that was
I haven't kept it up. I've kept up some other stuff. I've replaced some stuff with some others, like other good habits and stuff like that.
Black tar, bro.
Big up Black Tar heroin.
Big
Friend
up
of
the fucking
mine.
cartel.
Friend of the show, sponsoring.
How about you, Splurge? You big drinker or what?
I like martinis.
Go ahead. Dirty or straight?
Medium dirty gin martini.
All right.
It's my favorite.
Where you get it? Where you get it?
The gin.
Well, last one I had was at the Remy.
Okay.
You ever been there?
Yeah. I haven't been there, but I heard a lot about it.
Shaken or stirred?
I don't know, whatever shaken, because we got the little container.
007, baby.
so
Shaken, not stirred.
So he says you're a cocktail guy.
I'm a cocktail
More
guy,
than a
but I also
chela guy.
like to chase out with the beer.
Oh.
Just to balance
Take
things
the
out.
boy out the hood.
And
Can't take
then
the hood
you
out the
have
boy.
a shot of Fernet just to finish
What?
it off.
Or, just after the Fernet.
I've heard of some dumbass shit to do, brother. But why the fuck a Fernet? No mames.
It's so yummy.
It's a digestif.
Yummy.
You're better off having a fucking Malort if you're gonna do that.
Oh, I love
Homeless
Malort.
guy
I
spit
love
in my
Malort.
mouth.
I love Malort.
I love Malort. I love Fernet.
I hate
all
it.
that
Come
shit.
to Elwood, they got the Malort.
Yeah, we got
Fuck
Malort on lock at the
In honor of
Malort.
the new Pope.
Yeah, bro. Big ups to
Fuck.
fucking Chicago.
Pope
The
Leo.
Chicago handshake, dude.
no,
I
yeah.
was met with a. You go to any bar in Chicago and you let them know that you're not from Chicago. They're gonna
Here you
try
go.
to convince you to
Hey,
give
you
you
never
that.
tried Malort?
No, they're going. Oh, hey, a Chicago handshake. It sounds fun. It sounds welcoming. It sounds friendly.
No.
it is not, because Malort is involved.
Yeah.
You fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, I hate Malort.
I love
They'll
Malort.
shove a fucking
It makes
Polish
you feel
sausage in
alive.
your mouth, and they'll give you a deep dish pizza, and then they give you a fucking 8-ounce pour of Malort. And they're
Wait,
like, here you
Giordano's.
go.
If there's a Chicago dog and a deep dish pizza involved, I'll drink all the Malort I have to.
Do you? Would you? Oh, so we had a
You don't
rep.
like deep dish?
We had a. I love it. We had a rep, Malort rep, dude, come into the bar, come into the Elwood, because Cece she got interviewed and she was really hyping up Malort and everything and how she loves it. So now we have all the Malort, bro. We have a shit ton
I
of
bought
Malort.
that guy a shot of Malort and made him take it with me.
We were
He
all
denied
there.
it. You're like,
He
no,
saw
I
us.
don't drink that shit.
He walked into the bar. He eyed us all. And he's like, who wants a Malort? We're like, no. Well, I'm the Malort rep. And I was like, you know what? Yes. And then everybody was there. I was like, you get one. Everyone's getting a fuck. Bro, if you've never had a Malort, cruise down to the Elwood.
I
dog.
finally went to
Try
the
it.
Elwood.
Oh, thanks.
I had never fucking been
awesome.
there. Well, I'm a three punk L's guy. But it wasn't what I expected.
Go ahead.
I thought I was gonna walk into some
Live music?
consortium holding
No,
type of like
bro.
fancy
No,
fucking,
homie.
because it's Elwood, so I thought there was like fucking oak everywhere on the walls
Particle
and
board.
shit. Like, yeah,
Bees.
dude. And then I went in there. It's just like a chill dive bar, dude. Super good vibes.
best dive
There's
bar.
a pool table.
2 of them.
So I'm definitely gonna be back, but it's
Nice.
just not what I expected.
Today.
Yeah, I was wearing a suit.
I was wearing a suit. Were you really?
I wore a suit. My wife had a prom dress on. Dude. I
Hell
was like,
yeah,
oh, this is
dog.
the fanciest cocktail bar.
In the
It was
South
Chula
Bay.
It was a
Vista,
random
dude.
Tuesday.
And he's like, this is the fanciest.
That's kind of the way we should go.
should.
From now on, dude.
He's like,
Prom
hey,
dresses all around. Let's go.
Wifey, this is the fanciest dive bar on the west side of Chula.
Let's
on
go to the
Broadway.
Goodwill
You're like,
down
"What?"
the street.
It's like, oh, shit.
We should go to the Goodwill right across the street and get the fanciest jackets we can find and
And
go
then
in
we go
today.
in, bro.
Yeah,
Do you think we're
let's go.
overdressed?
Get some
No,
canes.
it's the Elwood.
We need it. Hey,
Elwood, we gotta go.
I'm
Classy.
not going today.
We need
I'm
pimp
telling you,
canes.
last Monday
Good.
was enough, bro. Last Monday killed me by the going to the Elwood.
Last Monday I didn't drink. That's the amazing part. You guys were all drinking your
Did
old
you have a
fashioned.
show or what did you do?
I had a sore throat
You had herpes, bro. What the fuck?
of the throat.
He had a cold sore.
Where
Yeah.
lips? You had scabies.
I did
of
have
the
a show. That's why.
esophagus.
If I didn't have a show, I would have drank with you guys. But I had to sing. I'm a professional. I gotta
No,
protect
it's because
my
I feel like
shit.
the weekend prior, you were probably just a freaking degenerate.
No, this weekend I was though.
This weekend you were?
Dude, I set a personal record at the Tipsy Crow on
4?
Saturdays, 11 shots of Screwball.
Wait, yeah, dog.
But I didn't buy them. All right, they were sent to me. Now I should disclose that I am now once again partnered with Screwball. So I go out there and I speak the good word and I tell people, hey, this is a San Diego beverage made right here in OB. This is from San Diego. If you're not from San Diego, you should try this shit. That's my spiel, right? It worked very well on Saturday.
Too well.
I bought one for me and this couple who looked kind of interested in it, and then they just kept sending it to me. But I made them drink it too. So I drank 11. They had at least 8. I killed a bottle and a half between the 3 of us, and Screwball, pay me.
Nothing better than, you know what's better than 1 DUI? 3 DUIs.
Hey, also, I didn't drive.
So, you.
Again, I'm learning.
One of the perks of living so close to the establishments that we operate, bro, is I never have to fucking drive, bro. I walk to the bar, I walk to the brewery.
This could be dangerous.
Why?
We're gonna walk to Asian
Bistro.
No.
What I mean is that yes, it's facilitated because you can walk, but that gives you more of an incentive.
Yeah, I do let my guard down more if I'm gonna drink. I'm like, estoy cerquitas, que es una mía, que son dos mías. I'm gonna walk it. By the time I get home, I'll be pipi's nice. Fake news, brother.
Wrong.
Fake news. Wrong. But that's what I'm looking forward to, bro.
Shouts out to the Black Cat. That's the bar that's by my house in City Heights. Yeah, Matt owns it. Man, I love
I've been
that
there
bar.
many times, bro.
Cool bar.
I've been there.
High ceilings.
Times. Yeah,
awesome, dude.
That's where I played.
High ceilings, low standards.
Oh shit,
that's the best.
Yes, our office, when I was in banking, was right across the street from there in the Price Charity Building. And we would go after work. We would go to the fucking Black Cat, dude, and we would get a shot of Jameson and whatever beer they had on tap.
And Fernet.
Never that.
Did you ever go to Last Call when they were around? Go ugly early was their fucking motto.
Go ugly early?
Yeah. This is how awesome this place was. It's fuck. They had Polaroids like covering every wall, right? Like, and it was just fucking boobies as far as the eye could see. So
I like that you're 38 and you call them boobies still, bro.
They are boobies. What else do you call them?
Hooters.
My boobies were on that wall.
Tiddlywinks.
There was even a few buttholes
You got
on
some
that wall.
jugs
But
on the wall.
it was awesome because I used to play music there. They had like the tiniest, like shittiest little stage, but like just awesome times, right? Like somebody threw a shot glass at their lover and it fucking missed them and like went whoosh, right past my head.
Their
and the wall
lover.
behind me.
This motherfucker called them their lover.
They were lovers, star-crossed. And there was an upstairs apartment.
Go get me a
So when I
Fernet
started
shot,
playing
lover.
there and like drinking heavily, I was like, hey, does anybody live up there? Like, can I go crash? Like, yeah, someone lives up there. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, whatever.
Look at you, homeless since day
Eventually,
one.
that fucking person relocated and I moved in there. It was a fucking year of just
How much was rent when you
awesomeness.
moved there, when you lived there?
What?
How much was rent?
It was a handshake agreement. It was a barely paper deal.
Like from the back you would handshake them, or how would you do
This
it?
is gonna hurt. This actually still hurts me now. We paid $750 for that apartment.
Really?
Cash money.
What do you think it's worth now?
Nothing. That building is fucking gone.
Really?
Well, it's not gone, but like it's shut up, shut down, shut up, shut around, shut
around.
Shake it all
It's
about.
shuttered. But yeah, no, it was awesome, and that's actually where me and Fernanda built the foundation of our love. We were dating at the time.
That's where you became lovers?
I made the mistake of making the most untoppable fucking Valentine's Day gift because on February 15th we had the fucking keys in our hands and moved in together, and then she's been stuck with me ever since. So thank you, Fernanda, for putting up with me,
man. That's awesome.
through all of this shit.
That's awesome, dude.
Look at you.
We should have a cute kid competition amongst us 4.
Like, bring our kid pictures.
No, bring
there's a
our
talent
photos.
show. They wear a cute costume.
Our kids or like pictures of us when we were
No,
kids?
no. Our own kids.
Oh.
Shit, bro.
I wouldn't do that to you guys.
I'm never going to bring my kid on here. I'll fucking... No. Bring a picture of us as kids.
Yeah.
And we'll have motherfuckers vote.
okay,
and we won't even tell people who's who.
We're gonna know
except
who's
for the
who.
fucking Pillsbury Doughboy over here.
We're supposed to be covering tattoos, dude. Unfair.
As a baby.
A little Wayne cover.
For real, the Carter over there. This fucker's gonna
We put this
out the
doctor in a
womb with a
triangle
fucking-
and shit with a fucking eagle across his chest.
We bring them, we fucking post them, and we fucking have people vote and see what crack
I
on
love
there,
that.
bro.
What
You
do
like-
we have? We got to choose the cutest picture.
Yeah, bring it, bro.
you
It's
get
up
to
to you.
choose, you get to
Have
choose.
our
One
wives will
picture.
choose it. Our wife will choose it, bro.
Who our wives will be the ones battling it out with like the cutest child.
Oh man.
And the winner gets something, though. The winner has to win something.
the winner
An
gets
8-ounce tres animales.
Here it is. The winner gets seat 11A in an India airline flight, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what the hell?
Is that by the emergency exit?
Well,
That
it's the
is-
second. Apparently, you can just survive on that seat.
Yeah. Apparently, the safest seat to sit in an airplane is the one by the emergency exit. And the reason we're bringing this in, there was a freaking airline crash this weekend, bro. And it was on takeoff, I believe, from India. Big ups Gupta, the IT for Emo Brown. Big
Friend of
ups,
the show.
bro. Look at that guy.
I guess we don't need to hear that. That's kind of disturbing.
Air India survivor can be seen walking away from the wreckage. That's him right there, bro. That is the plane. The plane was about to crash. My dude flew, like literally jumped out from the emergency emergency door before it crashed, bro. He walked away.
Or it crashed. And
How do you
jumped out.
time that? Like
400 feet is, I guess, was the number, was the soft spot where he saw and he pushed the emergency door open and he jumped out. Everyone else on the plane, deceased.
Very
Rest in
tragic.
peace.
Wow. Very
Rest in
tragic.
peace.
So it still hadn't crashed.
No, he jumped out.
Holy crap!
You're gonna have to fucking vet us on this, Beach. I don't know all the
You don't think
stories.
Instagram is
But what I did
reliable
read
source?
As
is
soon as
that
it crashed, probably exploded.
what I did read is that there was another plane crash and a survivor, and that survivor of a totally different plane crash was in that same seat.
11A,
What?
Something like that.
the emergency seats.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
What,
then
what do you think that dude is doing today? What would be the first thing
Looks like
you
he's
do
healing.
walking away from a fucking plane crash that everyone else passed on?
Shot a Malort.
Yeah.
Shot a Malort.
Fucking Malort.
Hey, if the plane didn't kill me, the fucking drink will, bro.
And the Malort rep was right there. Hey, hold on real quick.
bro.
No, dude, you know what? He's avoiding or embracing, I don't know, but media is all over that guy.
Survivor's guilt, right? Don't you get that
You
kind of
have
shit?
to have it.
People who fucking like
You have
walk
to
away
have
from a
it.
tragedy
Yeah, you have to have it.
unscathed. He
I don't know.
literally,
He walked away looking. He had some swag on.
He looks
when
pretty
was walking
scathed.
out.
no, bro. He walked away, B.
They're interviewing him from a hospital bed.
I mean, for protocol, you know,
Bro, he
protocol.
walked
dude.
away, dude.
He literally walked away,
That is pretty wild.
and then he walked away.
I was gonna say, there's a song about that, isn't there?
My daddy gave
Right on
me
Father's
a
Day,
Hey,
too?
that's a
Come on.
sad song for Father's Day. Everclear. My daddy gave me a name. And
I
then he
played it
walked
yesterday.
away. Did you really?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did.
Hey, you got daddy issues. Real talk.
Just get him all. Just spill water away. Just spill water on the fucking
Oh
board.
man.
Oh,
Does
we
this-
should have
I moved the buttons,
competition
it's
to
hard.
see who has the most daddy issues. That's a good competition.
have daddy issues?
No, I know.
a little bit?
A little bit.
So,
Why?
I feel like-
Why?
I feel
What,
like-
what,
No,
what
I
constitutes
love my dad. I love my
No
dad.
one's saying you don't.
Do you
Let's
have
relax.
more issues with your dad or how you are as a dad? Because I could tell you personally, I'll
we
be
go.
honest with you. I feel like I understand my dad a little more now. Obviously, there's still things I'm like unhealed from, but
This fucking guy.
I look at shit and I'm like, man, could I be stepping it up? I think we all could. Do you hold your dad more accountable or yourself?
All I'm gonna say is this Henneberry collaboration really cuts to the core of BJ.
Did you not read my notes?
That whiskey is
My dad said,
good,
"Oh, man,
man.
this fucking 90
It
proof
is June. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness
That's
Month.
true.
And as
That's
the
true.
guy that comes on here and speaks the most about my mental health, yeah, I'm fucking feeling it. All right.
I think everybody has daddy issues. I think it's just a commonality amongst human beings. I think you have parental, whatever, scars. It kind of just depends on how you phrase it, right? But I don't think you can meet anybody, whether their father was in the picture or not, you know, you're going to have some issues.
It's men's mental health month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The whole month.
I think it's a
I
little
didn't know that.
overshadowed.
The
but
same month as Pride Month.
Sheesh.
The same month as what else goes on in June?
If I was Iran, I would
Juneteenth.
attack on men's mental
Juneteenth.
health month.
What?
Yeah, because that's when men
We're all too busy hugging each other.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm fucking anxiety and then I'm depressed. And that's if I was Iran.
Are you belittling?
No, I'm not. Dude. Like, we
No,
all
you're,
have
being,
issues.
you're talking from a point of strategy.
I'm talking from a point of
General
strategy,
Storm and Norman over here.
Yeah.
Get them while they're sad.
But where do we find the
Would you not?
balance? Is what I'm saying. You know, because
Mental
all
health?
of us are like, of course, everyone's a little bit sad, everyone's a little depressed,
Right.
but
These
at
are just
some
conditions.
point, I feel like the brunt falls on like so as a man, you gotta
What do you do?
You gotta take
Yeah.
the lead. You gotta
Absolutely.
fucking suck it up and
I do.
handle some shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
But like, but of course, dude, I'm not making less of people's depression and anxiety, and that's fucked up. We need to all check our mental health, but that shit wasn't even a word for us, growing up. That shit didn't even exist.
ADD didn't exist.
None of that
Asperger's didn't exist. Autism didn't exist. None of that
And
shit
yet
was around.
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we
now
are, mental-
all of our special little effects have names.
Yeah.
I
you just felt sad.
and
Bad
just
people, I
because,
feel
by the
sad
way,
today.
just because you name it, right? Just because you identify it, and just because it is a condition, doesn't mean it's an abnormal condition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem. The problem is that there's this talk around these certain things that some of them are actually really beautiful. Like some of these conditions or these, what is the political way of talking about these different things? But some of them are beautiful, and they unlock pieces of the mind that other people don't have access to, that are very beneficial to our society.
And at one point, are we instigating people to like
suppress? Yeah.
To like encourage those feelings, to feel like
To wallow.
oh yeah. To
I
like,
agree.
well, when is personal responsibility a part of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude, like you feel anxiety and you're depressed, but that doesn't excuse you being a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't
You know
give
what
you a
I'm saying?
hall pass.
Yeah,
It's like you still got to be.
So to me, that's where I'm like,
I agree
well, we
with
got to
you.
find the balance.
I
you know
agree
what
with
I'm
you
saying?
100%. And it doesn't do anything for, this is not a men's thing necessarily, but for whatever reason in our culture and at least our society,
that's what I was gonna say.
men have it's just something that is on the list of man's attributes to be strong, to not
Stoic.
suppress
Or
things.
should be, hopefully.
Stoic, some
Machismo,
aspects
bro.
of stoicism.
as sons of beaners.
Providers.
As sons of beaners on this side, at least, from Splurge to you and myself, sons of Mexicans, I feel like the uprising, oil the fuck, the upbringing is a little different than what BJ had. Because I don't know what it is to have a white daddy. I just had a Mexican daddy, and my Mexican daddy is a hard worker.
So
got
no
up every morning,
emotions.
zero emotions, bro. Real until you got
no
drinking, until they
the shit
drink.
out of you.
When they start drinking, my dad, we would always call him el I love you. Because when he's, hey, mijo,
He's a happy drunk.
I love you, mijo.
Yeah,
I love you. My dad was, I love you.
that.
Hey, tell me what that's
I
like.
love you, mijo.
Let me tell you, there's some similarities in our upbringings. There's some similarities in our upbringings, but I never heard that.
No?
Still haven't heard that.
Hey, did you ever
I didn't
hear
get a
a-
happy birthday this year? How about that?
Did you get a damn? Fuck you.
Oh man, it's
Yeah, you guys want to talk about
bro,
hard
this whiskey.
upbringings?
Hey, I'm gonna give you a hug. I want to give you a hug right now.
From behind, dude.
I'm gonna give you a big old hug.
I'm gonna give you one of those upbringing handshakes that you're talking about.
I will say this though, dude. This yesterday, Father's Day, I did take a moment, like, because I have to strategically
Yeah.
take these moments and watch my kids just be kids. Like everybody says it, like you know how the feeling is. You know how the feeling is, like absorbing the moment, taking in the moment, and remembering that the shit is gonna be gone like that, like this stage of their evolution, right? And so I sat, dude. I had a beer. Me and my wife were sitting down at Panama 66 in the garden area.
Wait,
Kids
your
were running
moment with
around.
your kid.
What's up?
Your special moment with your kid was going to the bar and having a beer?
No, we were
Yeah,
in a bar.
yeah, baby.
They you gotta choose. You gotta take the opportunities when they hit.
Yeah.
So we were sitting down, and I was drinking a beer. My wife was drinking a cocktail, and we were just sitting there, and we were just watching our kids just be kids and running around.
Yeah.
And I really had that moment where I'm like, just take right now, shut everything else down, just try to remember it. I'm not going to, but for right now, just try and soak this in, because
Engulf.
Yeah, and it made me feel like, I don't know, it made me feel like a better dad doing it.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. For me, it was like my biggest thing was whatever my kids were interested in. To me, that was the most important subject. If my kid fucking loves the Hulk for this week, the Hulk is the most important issue. Not Israel, not fucking ice, not fucking shit. It's the Hulk. And who's Hulk gonna beat up this week? And we're just, that's it. Because that subject is just as important as a grown-up's favorite subject. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. To me, that's like really cool. So that's what I try to do.
Don't look at me for anything, bro.
I don't give a fuck about it.
Steven, it's your turn.
Time to share.
I love hanging out with my kids. There's second to none. And the older I've gotten as a dad, I feel like it's literally second to none, bro. Just hanging out with them right now during summer break is awesome.
Took every Monday off to do it.
Yeah, I did. I'm taking every Monday off in June and July to hang out with the kids while they're on their summer break, dog. I signed up for a monthly pass at the batting cages. They love going to the batting cages. So we go in and we have access every day for, I think it's like an hour a day, every day. So I just like to do things. Fortunately, they love baseball. I love baseball. I got a chance to hang out with my pops on Saturday. I took him to the Elwood for a little commemorative pre-Father's Day cocktail con el cuñado también. You know, and I know those moments as we get older become fewer and further in between. So it's important to take advantage of those situations and opportunities. But with the boys, I just want to show them that, hey, you know, like, talk to me. I feel like that, if anything, growing up that I didn't have a box checked for is the ability and the opportunity to have a clear path of communication with my dad or with my mom, because they were always working.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's first generation Mexicans here, bro, or Americans rather. It's a big wall to navigate with, you know? They were just, everything for them was work. And to an extent, my sister and myself are always at home, just kind of figuring it out on our own. But moving forward with the boys, I want to make sure I'm there for them.
Well, Barry's dad sounds like a fucking dick.
Yeah, right? We had great
I'm not going to say
upbringing.
that. He
Well,
was
he
there.
said-
Okay, he was cool. My bad.
He was there. He provided for us. He did the job. He checked the boxes.
The bare minimum, it looks like. The Barry minimum.
Very minimum. Tell you what.
What?
My son hears I love you at least 40 fucking times a minute. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Love it,
all
love
day.
it.
I'll call him from his room, be like on the kitchen. Hey, Pete. Yeah, I love you.
That's cool,
Like,
dude.
I'm trying to be the change that I want to be.
My kids will tell me, I love you more than you love me. And I just say, you're probably right. You're probably right, fuckers. They got to learn now, bro. What else we got, BJ? Fuck, before you start shedding tears. I see you, homie.
Yeah.
Get it.
No, you
Like,
don't. No, you don't.
The internal tear, bro.
I don't know. What else we got in the notes? You want to talk about Hexus's things?
Oh, yeah, bring that shit up. We got
Texas's
some
bits.
giveaways. We got some giveaways, actually.
You got the Mariachi Fest to wrap up.
Yeah. We got some giveaways. The first giveaway we did for the Screeching Weasel Observatory show collab was awesome. Big ups for Observatory for giving us an opportunity to link up with them for summer shows. We were able to do the Screeching Weasel and the Dickies and the Jack Trippers. I heard it was an epic show. It looked like a sellout crowd, man. That shit was popping. So we got another one on the horizon. This week, we will be posting and promoting the upcoming show on Saturday. It is for the what is it?
Necromantics.
I wanted to say Maniacs, bro. And the Maniacs. The Necromantics, bro. Give me a little bit of background on this band, Lozano.
I don't know their background. I just know their style of music. I used
That's
to
what-
listen to a few things.
what is
They're
it?
like psychobilly.
All right.
So stand-up basses and pomodors and little gothy, upbeat.
Think like Stray Cats meets
exactly.
Misfits.
Yeah, exactly.
Can
Cool
we get
band.
a little glimpse? Could we get a little, just a tad little?
Can't play
We
any
can't
of the
play
music.
it. Oh, look
okay,
at that
okay.
one right there.
Look at the
That's
stand-up
cool.
bass right here.
I'm with it. The coffin
Whoa,
stand-up,
that's
dude.
sick.
And they're like old.
How old
are they from the 90s?
Okay.
How long have they been around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've
No
been around
idea,
for a
brother.
minute.
let's see. I bet you'll
Maybe
tell
they
you
don't
right here.
identify as old, though.
1989.
Oh,
that's
wait.
kind of old.
Danish
okay.
psychobilly founded in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen?
So
Sick. That sounds cool, dude.
they got me into psychobilly.
Are we in to go?
I've seen them at Soma so many times.
If I'm free, yeah.
If I'm free.
Yeah,
Say way.
yeah, I got things, bro.
So
I
pay
got
attention,
things.
look, follow, subscribe, do all of the things, tag a friend. We'll be putting out the post this week. And make sure you send in pictures, the winners.
If
you get a
that's not
chance to
enough
go
for
there.
you.
Go ahead.
We're also giving away tickets to Bucko 9 on
What?
6/29. A pair of tickets, the holding company, Bucko 9. And then also July 13th, we're doing a pair of tickets for Guttermouth. So if you want to go and get on a
shit.
sick one,
Give me some ambition.
that's the show to do it.
My mother put it on key 20 years ago. She had 30 margaritas. Damn.
Guttermouth is a good show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never
agreed.
seen them, but
No?
nope.
But then maybe you
have
should
to.
enter this tournament.
You
and try to
have
get
to.
the tickets.
You have to check out Guttermouth. That one is going to be at
The holding company.
the holding company. Hey, you know what?
Okay.
I know a guy. I'll put you on the list.
Compliments of
Ándale,
friends of the
muchas
show,
gracias.
Thank you, thank you,
Yakovich.
thank you.
I say we all lock arms together and we go into the pit and we just kind of go in there and just wreak havoc, dude. Without shirts on, tattoos showing,
Been there, done that.
doing the thing. Well, you punch women in the pit.
Not
That's-
true.
Oh,
that
that
has
is
been
proven.
debunked. I got kicked out for unplugging guitar pedals.
Ah, okay. Word on the street was you punched.
I thought it was a
woman in
punk show. I thought we could fuck with each
the,
other.
You
Sorry.
punched a woman in the breast.
That
what
is
I
not
heard.
true. I punched you in the
You
breast.
punched a woman in the chesticles, bro. That's going on there. What else is Hector? Hexus wanted to talk about, bro.
So much, dude. He gave us a whole
Did
other
he
show.
really?
dude.
Oh God, Hexus. Let's see.
The Mariachi Fest wrap up. We got to get those
Nice,
out.
okay.
The Observatory. Yeah. Oh, and then these are just a list of the people I think in the competition. So maybe not that much. Just a list of
Very
names.
nice. You know, something to end it up with. Something happy. The opposite of happy, bro. If you go to my other Ya Wëi of the week, it is of an old retired veteran, dude. A retired veteran, 80 years young. Okay? He was out there doing his part, protesting Trump's 45 million birthday parade. And this is how they treated him, bro. They walked him out in handcuffs, dog.
Zip ties.
Crazy.
What are they screaming? Put the cuffs in front of him. He's 80 years old, bro, and they have him shackled up like that. Se pasaron de verga, bro.
Se pasaron.
That's what's going on.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's what's going on in our world right now, bro.
Maybe he
Way to
was
end on a
dangerous.
positive note.
I don't know. Maybe he was a jujitsu guy.
80 years old, bro. 80 years old.
Yeah.
That just means he's got experience.
Yeah. But no flexibility.
And that
How
was
do you
in front
know?
of the White House?
That was there, dude, at the fucking, not at the White House, but definitely down in that general
DC?
region, the
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
area. Well, that's the best
Jeez.
way to bring an uplifting
Wow.
show to an aggression.
Elderly abuse.
As always, this show's brought to you by Liquid Death. Check us out, subscribe and follow, do the thing.
Emo Brown Podcast.
Vete a la verga.